Hello, hello, hello. Happy 6th of July. Is anybody in here? Y'all in here? Okay, I see. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I see my mods in the building. Okay. I am streaming live. Took me a minute. I'm streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and where else? I should be on Rumble too, but I didn't set it up, so there's that. Shout out to the squad. I see y'all here. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday weekend. I know a bunch of y'all don't celebrate the 4th of July. Y'all are Juneteenth people, and I get it. But we all can accept a day or two or three to spend time with our family and friends because that's what it's all about to me. I'm not celebrating. I'm not celebrating the 250th anniversary of the United States, but I am celebrating a day with my family. Hey y'all, look, I'm trying my best to find this music. It is taking me so long. There it is right there.
Ready, because you about to be an ATLien. That's not being a blogger. More than a blogger. That's not being a blogger. You are more than I am.
Can y'all hear
That's
the
not being a
music?
blogger. All the bitches is my son. Okay, this is I am more than a blogger. The blog got it. The blog got it.
There we go. Now I hear it. What's up, squad? Thank you. Pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. Pink hearts in the chat. I just had to play the song. I hadn't played it in a while. Shout out to the squad as y'all get in here. Like and share. I don't have any particular topic for today, but I would, welcome anyone who likes to chime in on anything to click the button when it's offered to chime in. For some reason, I have a lot of people leaving things in my comment section and stuff. Hold on. All these I love it. Shout out to the squad. Pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown and anyone, whether I like you or not, who is suffering from a cancer. Okay. I know it's a journey. And a lot of people go through it. You may even go through it one day. A lot of people's lives have been touched by it. Friends, family members, loved ones, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, cousins, and even you may be affected by it one day. So definitely go get your screenings, go get your pap smears, your mammograms, your prostate exams, your colonoscopies, and all of the annual screenings as ordered. Okay. Definitely do the follow-ups, do everything you need to do, okay, to keep yourself healthy and to keep your family healthy. And women, we need to make sure our men do it, and men, you need to make sure your women do it, and friends, you need to make sure your friends do it, and all of the above. Hey, Carolyn, what's up, friend? Thank you so much. You up? I came on a little early today, just a little bit. Yeah, Mama Brown is doing well. I appreciate everyone who always checks on her. She says she had a wonderful 4th of July. She spent it with my sister. I spent it with my aunt and uncle in Atlanta, and my niece Riley and Ryan and everybody, and went to see the fireworks. It was great. I had me a good old time. You said, what do you think about the backlash Young Miami is getting for her song Spin That? I have that. Listen, I have that on my unofficial agenda. OMG. I am going to talk about that. B-O. I cannot see. Thank you for asking. We're gonna chime in on that in just a minute. You said Sharrell's World have my back. Shout out to Sharrell's World. I appreciate her. What she had my back on? What is y'all talking about? Because I ain't been on. What I do know is I was on I was on TikTok, right? And this transgender person, a few of them actually, was posting gorillas in my damn thingamajiggy in my comment section. I was like, why is I'm getting gorilla emojis in my comment section when I just told the people to stop calling black women gorillas? Okay, y'all, did y'all see this over here on TikTok? Follow me on TikTok if you are not on my TikTok. Okay. And my Instagram. I am ATLien on TikTok. I am ATLien on Instagram and ATLien everywhere else. So let me show you this because I was like, what is going on? What is going on with these people? Why are these people so anti-black? I don't understand. And so I had posted this on TikTok and Instagram. Let me go see what these comments on Instagram looking like. Because I ain't seen them either, child. Hold on. I am ATLien. Share this screen. Oh, I ain't even in the thing. StreamYards. You said, was it a black trans doing this? Yes, 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 yes. First of all, it was a black trans named TS Madison who started it. And now all of his black and white followers have perpetuated it. And apparently, I guess he feels like, I can't have an opinion about him. But because I'm a black woman, he wants to call me apes and gorillas and all of the above. Okay, and here is what I said about it. Over here, he did it over on Candy's channel. Y'all see that right there? I said, stop calling black women gorillas. Hold on. Listen. One who is filled with self-hate, who does not like dark-skinned people, will call a black person a gorilla. They did it to Michelle Obama. They did it to Barack Obama. They do it to Serena Williams. They did it to me. Hell, TS Madison sat right next to Candy Burris on the Candy Burris Speak on his show and called me Magilla Gorilla.
Tasha K. I'm gonna name names. Tasha K. Magilla.
And Candy Burris, a black woman herself, didn't say not one word to that man in a wig about it. I was so disappointed in Candy Burris. I don't even have no beef with Candy Burris. Okay. I am just like, how is it that it's okay for all this anti-black rhetoric to go on? But as soon as some Caucasian Karen come up to you and say you chipping out, then you gonna get offended. But y'all do it to each other. Y'all sit there and allow us to do it to each other. I have never in my entire life called a black person a monkey or a gorilla. And as a black person myself, I would never say anything like that. And I'm just sitting here like, wow, the internet is a strange place. The internet is the Wild West. We really hate each other. Black people really hate each other. And y'all sit here and like, I'm hating on them because I read court documents. I report on things that's been reported in the court doc. I give my opinion about the court documents. Then all of a sudden, she can't stand Kenya. She can't stand Candy. She can't stand T.S. Manhans. She can't stand this. She can't stand it. Now, who besides someone who? So, yeah. So I got this right here. I'm gonna look at the comments on that in a second. Hold on. And apparently, I guess T.S. Manhans has, enlisted a bunch of his minions to fight his battles for him. I don't know, child. I don't know. Y'all just be telling me stuff. I don't know these men, and I'm not gonna fight with no men in no wigs, honey. I ain't gonna fight with no men in no wigs. I ain't gonna fight with no men with no greasy face. I ain't gonna fight with no men, period. Like what? I don't understand why they always feel like they have to perpetuate such negativity towards women. What is going on? Okay, and why are all these grown ass gay men up here like trying to age shame me, body shame me, face shame me, skin tone shame me, all of the above, as if T.S. Manhans himself isn't damn 60 years old. Like, I'm just trying to figure this out. Okay. I am just trying to figure it out. And you know me, I just ask questions. So this was one of the comments that was under my on my TikTok. Hold on. This right here, whoever this is, la 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 licious, was posting this, and they posted it under several of my videos. I ended up blocking them because I didn't know what they was posting it under until I clicked it, because you know how you get the little notification stuff. And I'm like, this person keeps posting an image. What is this image they posted? So he kept posting this gorilla. And again, I respect pronouns, but I'm not gonna respect no pronoun of no man in no wig who's calling me a gorilla. Why would I do that? So here I was gonna post this little voiceover, but I want y'all to, I want y'all to hear it.
I love when the ops show themselves. I love it. I love it. I love it. Keep showing how anti-black you and your followers really are. TS man hands. But I guess you're trans before you're black. Interesting. What can you expect from people who hate themselves? Nice wig though, gentlemen.
Nice wig though, gentlemen. La la licious or whatever your name is over there. Nice wig, honey. You look like a black transgender in a red wig to me. Um, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. I haven't seen nothing. I don't know nothing. If y'all care to tell me, that's fine. All I know is somebody with the greasy face tagged me in a video of a monkey of Magilla Gorilla. Okay, the one with the greasy face. I don't know him. I don't know why he would call me a monkey. I don't have no beef with him. Hell, I don't have no beef with TS Man Hands. Apparently, people get mad at you when you expose the truth. Okay. The only thing I did was saw that the AJC said that only one transgender person had moved into the starter house. Okay. That's all I said. Okay. And now, it's been going on for years, child. And then what did I do? Oh, this is where it started. It started with Kaya. I didn't even know who T.S. Manhands was. Okay. And I was reporting on the Queen's Court, and I exposed that T.S. Manhands had stole the trademark from Kaya. And when I exposed that, he been going in on me ever since. Okay. He's been talking about my vagina. He's been talking about my weight. He's been talking about my looks. He talks about everything about me. And y'all act like I started this, and I did not start this. Okay. And I don't care what nobody says about, well, you can't say nothing to TS and he don't say nothing back. I ain't saying nothing to that man. This is not a back and forth. So if y'all consider it a back and forth, so be it. Okay. And so somebody over here, hold on. Somebody over here on up under the video, they was arguing over here on Instagram as well. Let me go look at some of these comments. That's what I was gonna do. So over here on Instagram, okay. Shout out to all my Instagram people because I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Um, Okay, there go my cousin. Hey Ree. Hey Ree. Ree said my hair look good. Crazy Hova. Shout out to Crazy Hova. Said Candy should have interjected at the tropes being used universally. That should be below the belt for us all. I agree, Crazy Hova. Connection said, Michelle, now come on, you're no victim, and you don't just simply read court documents. Why don't I? A man in a wig and a gorilla are on the same page of shadiness. Is it? Can somebody put in the chat, is me calling TS Man Hands a man with hands? Okay, that's fun shade. Or a man in a wig. Okay, and I get it. He says he's a man. He says he's male. What should I call him? A male in a wig? Because that's what he is, right? So, is that on the same page as using racist tropes and calling another black person a gorilla? Y'all let me know in the chat because I don't think it is, but who am I? I don't know. You said, are me and Candy friends? Now we're not enemies, friend. We're not enemies because I mean y'all feel like I'm enemies with everybody because I read court documents, I report on people. I've been reporting on people for 20 years now, and now all of a sudden I'm obsessed with the housewives because I report on housewives. You said it's not on the same page. Calling somebody a man in a gorilla. I mean, a man in a gorilla. A man in a wig versus calling somebody a gorilla. Y'all think that's the same level of shade? You said man in a wig is not a lie. Okay, I'm just asking because I need to know these questions. So apparently, Connection, he's been following me for some time. I guess he's a he. I don't want to misgender you, Sean. But Sean said it's the same page of shadiness. Talk about don't try to call it colorism and get the black support. See, Sean, now at this point, I don't even know if you black. Connection, I don't even know if you black because you wrote to get the black BLAKK support. Why I need to get the black support? I am black. I don't need to rally to get the black support. Okay. It says you have played in the dirt with everyone who have slung mud back at you, and you know I've been a supporter for years, so I'm just calling it like I see it. Well, Sean, I need to see your picture before I take your word for it. Okay. You are a man. Exactly. Why would a man be coming at me like this? Okay. It says, and then somebody responded to him. Simply IBK said Candy shouldn't be co-signing. She is a brand. Somebody named Queen Manolo said there's a huge difference in calling someone a man, which he is, and referring to a black woman by racist tropes. TS does this to too many women. I've heard him call Tasha K nappy neck, misgender, and threatened just hilarious. No one should be condoning referring to black person as monkeys and apes. There is no excuse. Okay. And then Connection came back and said it's not a huge difference. It's not a huge difference. Is this colorist Claudia up under this page? Because Claudia is the one who called her boyfriend a monkey and an ape. I think this might be colorist Claudia up under this connection. Talk about it's not a huge difference between calling somebody a man in the wig and calling somebody a gorilla. Okay. It says, and you said he can't call you transphobic if that's how low he goes. Well, he can't call me transphobic if he calls me a man. So if he calls me a man, which isn't true, and I call him a man and it is true, like which one is being transphobic? Y'all let me know in the chat. Okay. You said you just commented. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still scrolling, Sierra. And Queen said calling him a man is not an insult. In fact, calling a black person a gorilla, oh, it's a fact. Calling a black person a gorilla is inexcusable. Okay. Let me refresh and see what Sierra content thing is. Let me see. He said, did you comment up under the Sean thing? Let me see. Oh, there goes Sierra content said connection. Someone that's in porn. Ah, wait, someone that's in cornos ucking men with their eggplant should not be offended about being called a man. Well, you have a point, Sierra content. You have a point. So I'm just trying to figure it out. And another thing, I was talking to one of my friends about this weekend as we was, drinking and eating cocktails, eating light bites and drinking cocktails. I was wondering, why is it that so many men, okay, want a windmill for this man in a wig, okay? Y'all said he a woman, right? Y'all said he's not gay, right? So why are the gay men windmilling for this man in a wig if he's a woman? Like, this is the way my mind works, right? So why y'all in women's business? If this is all women's stuff, why is it only these gay men in doing videos and responding and doing all that? Y'all let me know. Somebody in the chat let me know, because I need to know. I need to know if he a woman, like y'all say he a woman. Why is it that he always goes for my womanhood if he's a woman? Y'all let me. Oh Lord, I live for it. Shout out to Princess AG. Oh, thank y'all. You said they was on Twitter calling me Fiona. What? Oh Lord, my feelings is hurt for these gay men calling me Fiona. I know not all gay men. Listen, Mr. I Candy, that's a given. You know that's a given. Not all gay men. I'm just talking about the gay men that be in my comments, or the gay men that be like tagging me and stuff. I'm talking about them, not y'all. Okay. And so when I say that, it's just interesting to I just don't understand. I just don't. You said your mind was blown when nobody clocked Mandy saying Kaya lived in a slave shack. Straight up anti-black. It's not the first or the last. It's not the first or the last. You got to realize that a bunch of these people who are behind these avatars online aren't black. A bunch of people may have a black person as their avatar and is a whole white person. So when you see these people who are kikiing and laughing about gorillas and monkeys and apes and all of that stuff, just know half the time they ain't black. It ain't no proof of it. Okay. You said Fiona had a man. It is what it is. And here's the thing: why would I be insulted about a gay man? Shout out to the gay men, though. I live for my gays, okay? But why would I be insulted about a gay man who's calling me unattractive? Because I'm not trying to attract you. I'm really not trying to attract you. I'm just saying, y'all can call me attractive. Y'all can say my hair ugly. Y'all can call me fat or whatever, but I ain't never had no problem getting a man. Okay, a straight one. I'm just saying. So it's just real interesting that y'all sit there and try to body shame, age shame, all of the above. But when Armand Wiggins they said he was too old to do streaming over there. Y'all was going up for him. He can't be too old. He's only 38. Da 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 da. But here you are saying I'm too old to sit here. So what is it? Is the women too old, but the men ain't too old? Is the women can't say nothing, but the men can? The women can't have an opinion about hot topics, but the men can. The women can't rap about spending that and scammers and boosters, but the men can rap about she swallowed it. I'm just trying to figure out what is it? Why is it so much misogyny online? I don't understand. And as a woman, one that was born female, it is very much apparent that we are targeted. On the one hand, they want us to be, the saviors to the gay community, to the blacks, to everybody. She's so strong. She handles this. They on the front line. Look at all the black women on the front line. But then on the other hand, y'all call us so many disrespectful names. Y'all call us fish. Y'all call us cunts. Y'all call us all of these things. We say we don't like them. You're like, oh, this just how we talk. And you'll deal with it. And so it's like, wait a minute, where is the level of respect? How is it that you want to demand respect and not give it? And this is me talking about stuff I haven't even seen yet. Like I don't even know the level of disrespect that I just know there's some disrespect out there. Okay. And that's because I saw Sharrell's World, and Sharrell's World was telling me about was talking about conscious, and I guess conscious was talking about what TS Manhan said. And TS Manhan's, I guess, had posted something that the Greasy Face had said. I don't know. I don't know whether I don't know, and nor do I care. I'm just gonna let the men fight, and the men can use me as content. And here's the gag. I'm real big on psychological warfare. I'm real big on psychological warfare, and I shouldn't even be exposing this. Okay. I read a lot of books. I may not seem that smart to y'all. Okay. I'm just saying because I use a little slang. You know what I'm saying? I talk like I'm from Georgia. But at the end of the day, the way he's coming at me and these other women that he's coming for is exposing exactly who he is. The way he, responds to, being discussed amongst, his peers and the people online is exposing exactly how he feels about women. And then the people be like, well, when I say he only goes at women, and then you look and you see who is he gunning for now? A group of women. But yet y'all be like, oh, he's only doing it to certain people. Why are all those certain people female? I want to know. So, I'm just gonna let the people expose themselves, expose their misogynistic, nasty ways and woman hating ways. They just they do it themselves. Okay. You say I seem smart. Thank you so much, Zamzaga. I seem smart, child. I want to seem dumb because I like to surprise people, child. I don't want nobody to know I'm too smart. I don't want them to see me coming. Okay. And you know how they say you play chess and not checkers. Okay. You don't tell people what your next move is. They have to anticipate it. Okay. That's why they watch my every move. I don't watch theirs because I'm not even worried about what they got planned. Okay. The one thing I did when I came to the internet the other day was I wanted to debunk what my name was in, right? The people have been coming to me talking about I can't talk about the DL whisperer, you gonna get it, you gonna get locked up because you mentioned in the restraining order. So what did I do? I got a copy of the actual restraining order and came to the internet and talked about it and said my name is not in this restraining order. Apparently that ruffled some feathers and got his Hanes men's brief boxers in a bunch, and he went to the internet and got all his friends to discuss it. So I'm trying to figure out, like, you got your friends to come and basically confirm what I said. I'm not in it. That was a fraudulent document. That was a draft of a document. That wasn't the actual document. The actual document does not contain our names. Everything I said was true. So despite you coming back to the internet with your friends or whatever to drag me, to disparage my age, my looks, and all that, what I said was true. So what are you mad about? You said I exposed him. That's how, I mean, clearly I did, because I've already exposed him for, the things that he did to start this path, that he was going back and forth with the DL Whisper. I already said how I felt that TS Madison is not a victim. I already said all of those things, and I meant everything I said. I'm not taking anything back. And so, because I have that opinion, apparently I'm wrong, and I deserve to be locked up. I deserve to be arrested. I deserve to be sued. I deserve to be all those things because I have an opinion on things that you did online. You went public with this shit, not me. Okay, you went public. You went on all the blogs whining and saying, "Oh, I'm scared. I'm a victim. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know." You did that, and I said, "No, that person is not a victim, and here's why." Okay, that person is basically started, and here's why. Okay, you did all of that. You announced that you were opening a transgender house for indigent or whatever transgender people in need on Transgender Day of Visibility last year. You did that, and the house sat empty. You accepted donations from people for an empty house. You did that. Now you going from platform to platform. Jason Lee, Candy Burris, mentioning my name again. Again, y'all say I started this. I didn't go on nobody else's platform. Well, I did go on Tasha K, but that was back in March. We were just having a conversation. I will admit, I did say that on Tasha K, but that wasn't even gunning for nobody. That was literally telling, Tasha K how I felt about being targeted all of this time. It was about me. It's not about you. It's my story to tell. Same thing with Junkie Neva. It's not about Junkie Neva. It's about me. It's my story to tell. How he tore up my place. How he stole out of my purse. How he was on drugs. How I feel bad from all of the above. It's like that's my story to tell, and I will continue to tell it. Okay. What the look? I'm just missing out on all these good comments. Hold on, let me make them a little big so I can see. I didn't even mean to go on this little rant. You said he trying to change the narrative. Clearly. Tasha K started this mess again by putting this clip. I mean, clips are clips. It is what it is. The video, you knew it was gonna come out eventually. I'm not even mad at that. It is what it is. You said I what thing one lies on Michelle. Michelle tells the truth about him. Let's not act like they doing the same thing to each other. Let's not. Okay. And I'm not even trying to play the victim. My thing is talk about all that shit. Y'all can talk about me. Y'all can talk about what I look like. You can talk about what you think I smell like. You can talk about all that over there on your platform. Okay. Just don't bring that shit over here. Okay. Just don't bring that shit over here. Okay. No, well, he did steal out of my purse. Well, he did. We talked about that. He did. He stole my credit card number and paid his phone bill for several months, and I didn't know it because I had AT&T too. And then I was looking like, why I pay the AT&T bill on the 15th and the 30th? That don't even make no sense. Why am I paying an AT&T bill twice in a month? And so I had called AT&T, and they said the number, and it was his phone number, and I had to anyway. Yeah, I had to reverse it. It was like for about 6-8 months. Child, stole my damn credit card number. Yes, child. That's what junkies do. They steal. Then I wonder why I feel the way I feel about people. It ain't gonna change. You said they are. I'm not a fan of anyone, but looking at all the foolery, they both like the drama. I don't know. Y'all act like I be running to the internet. I ain't been online since last week when I talked about the housewives. I normally come on Sundays and Mondays to talk about the housewives, and the housewives didn't air last night. That's the only reason I'm here. You said what did the sidekick do to me? Absolutely nothing. Actually, I'm gonna tell you what the sidekick did to me. The sidekick doxed me. The sidekick doxed me and put my email address on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on several other platforms. That's what the sidekick did. When I filed my copyright against them for that PHAG talk, when they was using my my copywritten footage, okay, and the case is still ongoing despite what he may tell you. um Craig's channel was affected too because they multi-streamed it. And so Craig got a notice and it had my email address on it. And wait a minute, it's still up because Facebook took their time about taking it down, and I just stopped looking at it. Hold on. I just stopped reporting it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. And so this is the type of thing that he said he didn't do to the DL Whisperer. He didn't dox the DL Whisperer, right? He couldn't have doxed the DL Whisperer. They wasn't looking at the DL Whisperer's credit report, right? He put my phone number online way back in the day. Okay, that's proof of things that they have done. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. What date was it? Oh, he posted a lot, child. Hold on, I'm gonna show you if he ain't deleted it yet. Hold on, because I gotta show you the comments. I'm gonna show you what all they did. And doxing, if y'all don't know what doxing is posting someone's personal information with malice. Okay. Um, and that could be someone's email address, someone's address, someone's phone number, all of the above. And what TS Madison Sidekick did was posted the actual copyright notice and circled my email address and showed it to his band of followers, who then all got together in the comment section and said what they were going to do with my email address, and they did it. They signed it up to a whole bunch of stuff. They did a bunch of things. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. He might have deleted it. I don't remember what day it was. Hold on, let me go look. Hold on. Like this video as y'all get in here. Like this video. I'm sure he's watching. I'm sure he's watching. And the reason I call him his sidekick, is because no shade. You know, I give TS Manhands his props. Without TS Manhands, Craig would be nobody. Like if TS Manhands was to walk away today, y'all ain't gonna watch Craig. Craig, whatever his name is, and them wingtip shoes, them purple and pink wingtip shoes. Y'all not gonna watch that. The only reason y'all watch him is because he's next to TS Manhands, and y'all like the tomfoolery. Now, hold on. Hold on. I'm still looking for a chat. I don't remember what day it was. Maybe they took it down. I know they took it off of YouTube. Oh, there it is right there. This is doxing. Okay, and I don't want to dox myself, but this is doxing. He posted this. He posted this on his page. And if you can see, without doxing myself, chair, he put my email address in it. Okay. My email address is down at the bottom. And I'm not gonna dox myself. Y'all want to go over there and get it? Y'all might as well go. Y'all can go over there and get it. It's still up because I'm just collecting evidence that people do stuff. Okay. And so he circled it. Hold on, I'll show you. He circled it without showing my email address. He circled it. Okay, you see that circle up there? He circled my email address. Basically, to me, that's a dog whistle telling your people, here go her email address right here. Like you posted the whole copyright thing. You didn't have to like point out what my email address is, right? So up under here, let's look at the comments. Hold on. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna show you. You talking about people don't dox people? They are all the same. They are of the same ilk. Okay. Um, hold on. All comments. Okay. So the one person that I screenshot already took then edited their comment, because this person right here had typed a comment that said let's all sign her email up. Hold on, let me see. I got it in my folder. What's his name? Dennis. Denis. Yep. that person right there had said, I got all the comments right here on my phone that I need. Um, had posted. Let me send it to you so y'all know I got the receipts. Chat. I'm keeping a folder, by the way. Um, had posted this. So why y'all sit there and be like, "Oh, he gonna sue you. He gonna do that." I welcome a lawsuit. I do. I'm waiting for it. I'm sitting there. Go ahead and file it first, child. Go ahead and file it first. I even give you that. So look. So this person was up under TS's assistant post and said, while you're working on that side, let's sign this email up for every junk email imaginable. Copy, paste, ready, set, go. And people up under there. That's petty. I love it. Blah, 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 blah. You see that? But then when people in the comments were saying, well, you do know this is doxing, you do know this is illegal, and she already got a case, da da da, because the post had been up for a while. He went back and he changed it to say, "Child, let me take this post down before whoever this young lady is thinks I care enough about her to harass her for real. It was all fun in the moment, but let me get back to my busy life." That's what Dennis Badger Eskridge said. Okay. And then you got all these people saying, hold on. Straight from the A, Michelle, straight from the ass blog. You see that? This is all bullying and harassment. Okay. Y'all don't never see me post anything, be like, oh, go bully them. Y'all go run over there and bully them. Okay. Here's their email address. Y'all go send them from spam mail. Y'all go sign their email up to spam. Okay. Now it says, hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah. So there's all the people mad. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Oh, here it is right here. I love you, the piece of crap, but y'all did use her video. Okay. There go one person that makes sense. Okay. Let me see. And then, they calling me musty, stank, ugly, miserable, yada, yada, yada. And this is a 50-some-year-old man, right? Okay. Y'all talking about a 50-some-year-old woman. This is a 50-some-year-old man. Okay. Wait a minute. I want to see. There was somebody in here who said they worked in cybersecurity. I had screenshot that too in case it's gone, but I did screenshot it. Hold on. I'm just scrolling, see if it's in here. Oh no, I don't see it. He might have deleted that one, child. Cause they were like, she already got enough evidence for a case. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me see. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There goes somebody telling him he need to move on. Yada 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 yada. But as you know, TS Manhands is all he has. Okay. He has to be a sidekick in order to make money. Like I would be in my feelings too if I had to sit next to somebody, if everything I earned depended on me sitting next to somebody. That is crazy. Wait a minute. I'm gonna show you. I got all of it. Here it is right here. Karma Tucker. Let me send it to myself because I screenshot it because he must have deleted it. Let me put this up here too. I'm not gonna show y'all too much of my evidence, but just know I got it. So this one said, as a cybersecurity expert, I wouldn't recommend this. However, I hope you all will be prepared for the consequences. Doxing is illegal when used to threaten, harass, stalk, or intimidate someone. This is what Karma Ticker said up under Craig's post. I didn't see the comment still there. Maybe he deleted. I don't know. But when you talk about doxing, they dox people. I have never doxed TS Manhands. TS Manhands has doxed me. It's 11:11 Make a Wish. It's 11:12 now. He has allegedly doxed the DL Whisperer. He does things and hides his hands. Now, for me to sit here and talk about the TS Manhand starter house, who's in it, blah, 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 blah. All of that was public. He did interviews talking about all that. He did an interview talking about who was in it. Okay. And so yeah, he should have never posted it. And he did. And so y'all be acting like, he's innocent, but he's not. But let me move on. I didn't even want to spend too much time on that. I didn't. But it's just that, i- it's it's interesting how they send people to bully, harass you, and to shut you up, and they do that to all the women. They don't do it to all these men talking about it. It's men online talking about them too. It's men on there saying that they ain't shit. It's men on there who are saying that TS is a scammer and is stealing from the starter house. But where are the think pieces that TS man has done about the men? Where are the drags that he does about the men? But as soon as one person who is a female is female in the female gender, he drags them. Mhm. He said, "I'll take a look at it." He definitely filled with foolishness. He even look. And here's the thing. Let me be transparent about this too, because this is in my file too. This is in my file too. And like I said, y'all, I'm not gonna show the email, but I will read it. Cause I thought like you, friend. I thought that maybe he has some sense. But if he's sitting next to someone who doesn't have sense, he's just like that person. So I even sent him an email, friend. I sent him an email and said, "Hello, I'm contacting you regarding your recent post, which my personal email address was shared publicly. This information was posted without my consent and has resulted in unwanted and harassing communications being directed towards me. Sharing personally identifiable information in this manner constitutes a violation of my privacy and may be considered harassment. I am requesting that you immediately remove any and all content that includes my personal contact information. Please confirm once the contact has been removed. If the material is not removed promptly, I will continue pursuing removal through platform reporting channels and will document this matter as a part of an ongoing pattern of harassment. This is an opportunity to resolve this issue directly." Okay, I emailed the man. And you know what the man sent to me? That was a very civil email. Okay, that was a very civil email. You know what the man said to me? Look what the man said this to me. I'm gonna read it. This correspondence is sent in response to your email dated April 10th, 2026. Let me be direct. The copyright claim you filed against my channel was false, fraudulent, and without legal basis. I have never used your content. The strike YouTube issued against my channel as a result of your bad faith filing constitutes tortuous interference with my business and creative operations, and I am treating it with full legal seriousness. Furthermore, I want to make it clear that I have already begun documenting and compiling a record of statements you have made about me on your YouTube channel. Now, when have I talked about the assistant or the sidekick? When I said he had some wingtips. That's all I said about the man is that he had wingtips on. If he gonna compile pictures of his wingtips, he can go ahead. He also says this documentation is being preserved as evidence in anticipation of legal action. Come with it. He said, regarding your request that I remove the screenshot of the YouTube strike I received as a result of your false claim from my Facebook post because it displays your email address, I am willing to consider that removal under one condition. You must agree in writing to immediately and permanently cease creating, publishing, and facilitating any content that references me, my name, my brand, or my business, whether on your platforms or through guests or collaborators. Oh, he mad at Josh. He ain't mad at me because I ain't said nothing about him. It says you have a long-standing history of targeting people and spinning stories, whether true or false, for the sake of creating content on your YouTube channel. I will not be a part of your game, and I do not know you, and you certainly do not know me. I'm like, child, what? And then he goes, if you decline this condition or continue your current course of conduct as it pertains to me, I will have no choice but to pursue all legal remedies. Come with it, because I got a file too. Anyway, So he said all of that. That was in response to me just asking, would you please remove my email address? I didn't care about the post. I really didn't. I asked for him to remove my email address. Then, hold on. Then I said, I acknowledge the receipt of your message. Your characterization of the copyright matter is noted. However, the issue is separate from my request and is being handled through the appropriate channels. And it was handled through YouTube, right? It was handled through YouTube and it's handled through the Copyright Claims Board of the government. Okay, that's who's handling the copyright. Okay, so if it's fraudulent, if it's fake, then YouTube will say it's fraudulent, it's and fake. Okay, um, he goes on to say, oh, I go on to say, my request remains limited and straightforward. Your post publicly displays my personal email address without my consent, which has resulted in unwanted and harassing contact. Regardless of the surrounding dispute, the publication of personally identifiable information is a privacy and safety concern. I do not agree to the condition you propose, conditioning the removal of my personal contact information on restrictions to my lawful speech is not appropriate. I am requesting again that you remove or redact my personal email address from your posts. If the contact is not removed, I will continue to pursue resolution through platform. So YouTube deleted it. YouTube deleted it as a privacy concern because he posted it on his YouTube wall as well on his post. Um, Instagram removed it as I think on their page, but Facebook for some reason is taking their time, and I ain't follow up, but I will. But yeah, and here is yeah, YouTube deleted the yeah. But anyway, so you said TS docs my information. He sent his followers to. He did, and people seem to forget that TS put my phone number on the internet. People seem to forget that, but you know it is what it is. He is full of hate and shit. That is stupid nonsense. He wrote, he's such a stupid human being. I think so too. I mean, people act smart, but they dumb as shit. Okay, they're dumb as shit. I literally just said, listen, just remove my email address. That's all I asked you to do. Okay. And for people on his page to like harass me and sign my email up for porn and sign my email up for all these random ass free things they signing up for is harassment. Okay, and it can be noted that it can be traced back to who did it. That's it. That's all. I'm just letting y'all know it can, honey. All these gay websites and all this stuff, and you signing my shit up on Match. You sign my shit up on Match. Some people sign my child. There's a whole bunch of stuff on here, but I ain't gonna tell y'all too much. You said he didn't send me over here because I already been here for years since COVID. Oh no, I mean I never told nobody not to watch them. Never have I told y'all not to watch them. I said I don't know how he has female fans, and I still don't. But even Junkie Dineva, I never told nobody to stop watching anybody. Continue to watch. It's all entertaining. It's all mess. I don't blame y'all for watching. Um Yes, child. Sign my email up for all kind of dating sites, for all kind of gay porn sites, all kind of shit, child. Mhm. But you know, he did it, and he can't deny he did it, and he can't deny that it's still on his Facebook page. Okay, as of July 6th, 2026. Anyway, what else? Oh, we was talking about. Damn, we was talking about spin that. Okay. We was talking about spin that because I was talking about the misogyny. Okay, how even TS man hands and all of the gay men that are his mouthpieces, how they use misogynistic tactics to try to shut people up. It's the same thing that's going on with Young Miami. Okay, and I know a lot of people can be like, "Oh, that song sets black people back 1,000 years. Oh, that song is horrible." And so India Arie was one of the first people to call it out. People have been calling out, Young Miami and the City Girls songs for a minute, which is crazy to me because it's like, how you gonna call out the Young Miami and the City Girls and the Meg the Stallions and the Cardi B's and call their music stripper music when you had people like MWA and Dr. Dre and all of these people singing "She Swallowed It" and Easy E, like Uncle Luke singing about, bending over and graphic depictions of sexual intercourse, but they can't say what they but women can't say anything or it's deemed misogynistic and harmful to the culture. And I'm not saying one is better than the other. All I'm saying is that, she doesn't deserve the backlash she's getting when there are men still doing the same thing today. Okay. If you're not gonna hold everyone accountable, don't hold her accountable. Okay. Now India Arie basically went on Twitter and said that she felt the ways about Young Miami, especially after Young Miami got that standing ovation at the BET Awards. Now, after that happened, then everybody felt the way. So India Arie, whose full name is India Arie Simpson, first commented on Spin That in response to a Threads post about the song's success, as well as Young Miami's decision to write a letter in defense of her ex. Ooh, child. Well, India Arie basically replied to a post calling for a boycott of the song. And she said, I spent my entire adult life caring way too much because I finally learned that not everybody cares with a capital C. And explaining it to them is not going to make them care. Especially, she said, everything you listen to, see or eat is going to influence you. So make wise choices, y'all. Now, India Arie's comments sparked online conversation, which led to her to clarify her thoughts in a longer post. In the longer post, she explained that she's not calling for a boycott of the song, but said that everyone is going to make the choices that they want to make. And so she said all this over here on Twitter. Let me go look at this post on Threads. No, she said on. Oh Lord, that's long. That is long, child. Hold on. Here's what India Arie has said. I see you in the back. Oh Lord, it's Sharrell. Hold on, Sharrell. Hold on, friend. Um, here is what she wrote, and it is very, very long. Um, you said city girls are not good rappers. So I mean, when I saw the video of the kids rapping it and still rapping like the curse words, I felt the ways about that too. But then you have to blame the parents for that because parents need to police what their kids listen to. But think about us when we were kids. We were singing all kind of stuff. We was cursing, we was singing, we was listening to things. It was like when all of the gangster rappers was coming out, people was rapping about shooting and singing and effing and everything else. So I'm trying to figure out why is it today that everybody wants to put Young Miami in a headlock. Y'all let me know in the chat. Now I want to talk to Sharrell real quick. Hold on. Sharrell's world. Oh my God. Hey
Hey,
girl.
Michelle, can you hear me? Because I'm seeing
Yes.
double.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I wanted to talk about TS Madison
Oh Lord.
and
Okay.
what they doing to you. First of all, ain't right, and they make it where that if you're a woman and you say anything about the trans community, you're homophobic. I could talk. Look, you can't tell me how to feel. And I
Mm-hmm.
can talk about whatever I want. And then if you say anything, they gang together
Mm-hmm.
and they start acting like you don't deserve to be heard.
I
I
agree.
had text you earlier, but I was listening to another content creator trash you for filth. You know, I'm not having it. Trash you for filth.
Well, I'm used to it because a lot of these content creators, some of them are literally TS Manhand's mouthpiece. Like it's
Mhm.
like, do you have any? I don't understand self-worth yourself that you like. Why you up here windmilling and fighting this grown man's battles? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I don't really ask anybody to fight my battles for me. Like y'all know, I've been dealing with this for almost damn 10 years, and I'm sitting up here
Yeah.
windmilling by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just interesting to see them do that and then come after me when I've never came after any of those other people. So, no,
I'm gonna always have your back. It's ridiculous.
thank you.
And then I had mentioned that on my channel earlier, and there was women in my chat saying, "Thank you for standing up for the real women." When T.S. Madison said that real women are jealous of of trans women, what?
That's how he really feels. I told you, I said this earlier, like I'm really I really like the idea of psychological warfare, because the thing is, I know he watches me like a hawk, and he exposes himself
Yeah.
by the way he responds to stuff that I say or stuff that I report or whatever. You're literally responding showing your disdain for women in the things that you say about me, about Tasha K, about Angela Stanton, about Jess Hilarious, about whoever, calling Tasha K nappy neck, da, 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 da,
Yes.
da. All the stuff that he says so many anti-black things. And then, the whole gorilla thing, that really, like, it doesn't bother me as far as personally, but it bothers me as because I know it's a racial slur. And I know how they did Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Serena
Mhm.
Williams, and everybody. I know how I actually had a story queued up. A friend of a friend's, she was applying for a job online, and then they started calling her a chimp. They actually did an interview with her on the Shade Room, and how a lot of Caucasian people online on Twitter, on a lot of the streaming networks, they be talking about calling us chimps and apes and putting bananas in the thing. And it's like, that type of thing starts to happen more often when we do it to each other. And if
Yeah.
we can do it to each other and get away with it, then they feel like they can get away with it too. And it just hurts this level of, anti-blackness and racism. So
But what I don't get is why when somebody says, well, I respect the trans community and you live however you want to live, but at the end of the day, you're a man. What is fighting words about that?
but doesn't he call
And
himself a man? He says he's a man.
he's
He's a
a man. He's a man, and it hits different. When two women are fighting, that's different. But when a woman fighting a man, they don't get it.
man. Well, one
That
thing I said
hits
I'm not
different.
gonna do is fight. What I will do is discuss. I will bring my receipts as I always do. I will continue to, if I feel like doing investigative journalists on the TS Manhan Starter House, I will. One thing I'm not gonna do is allow somebody to silence me. And he's been trying
Yeah.
to silence me for 10 years now. It ain't worked yet. He's been trying to stop me from talking about him. That's literally the only reason he went so hard on the DL Whisperer. And I'm not gonna defend the DL Whisperer and say that anything he did was right, going to TS Manhand's house, because TS Manhand sent people to my house. That's not right. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But I do know that TS pulled the boys' credit report. I do know that they were involved in a back and forth prior to that. So TS Manhand's hands aren't clean when it comes to that situation. And because they aren't clean, it just bothers me that the only reason he's doing this is to stifle that boy's freedom of speech. So
Yes.
even if you look at the restraining order, it doesn't say anything about, him threatening to hurt TS. It's all about, you can't talk about him. You can't mention him on your show. You can't mention him on other blogger shows. You can't do this. You can't talk. So none of that to me has anything to do with harassment. Especially if TS considers himself a public figure. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Did you hear that? I'm the real celebrity here. I got more. Like what? Who? What? He really tripping and feeling himself, or her. She really tripping and feeling herself
I'm
right
glad
now.
he said that, because celebrities have a different level of proof that they have to provide, as far as when it comes to harassing, when it comes to defamation, and all of the above. So yeah, he's a celebrity. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
y'all don't make any money. I make more. What is all this about? Because we
He
saying
make
you
a
a
lot of
man
money from
and
all them donations allegedly, and we gonna find. Let me shut up.
oh,
I keep
okay.
trying to expose my hand. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, he got money coming in left and right. Sure does.
But who says that,
He's rich.
Michelle? Who says that?
I don't know.
Somebody who's
Somebody
feeling
who's
himself.
insecure, an insecure little man will say that all the time.
At the end of the
Mhm.
day, that's what he mad about Tasha for. Tasha, all she said, now she'll get in the back, but what she said that I agree with is you are a man. That's it.
And shout
Now,
out to Flame Monroe. Flame Monroe called and checked on me. Flame Monroe is the one person who a lot of the gay community was pissed off about, because he went on the he she we went on the Breakfast Club and said that he
oh,
respected women and that I know I'm a man, I know this, I know, or whatever, and they got pissed off about it. And shout out to Flame Monroe. I appreciate Flame Monroe.
Look, I don't think this is gonna end anytime soon, but I always got your back. I see them ganging up on you, and it's just, it's ridiculous. And if I could do anything, I'm always gonna have your back. I'm stand up. They're out of line. They are out of line.
Well,
if I said anything bad
good
about
press,
a trick,
good
go
press,
ahead.
bad press is still press. And that's my thing. Like, I know it's negative and it's hateful and all of that, and that's why I don't watch it. Because even when I came on there, I haven't watched TS Man's. I saw Conscious TV's video pop up or whatever, so I knew he was windmilling for TS Man's. I did watch you. I saw the clip of you when I fast forward to the part where you was talking about it, and I did watch that part, and so I understood that Conscious was dragging me on TS's behalf. But I don't know exactly what was said, but I can only imagine what was said. I already know what was said, and it's a bunch of men who don't like vagina.
That's what
Disparaging my vagina and dreaming about what it smells like, which is, to me, is weird. And that's a level of sexual harassment that them as a man would never know. Like, for a man to go on their platform and discuss another woman's private parts, that should be illegal. That should be a hate crime. So we're gonna talk about
it. I've told Conscious in private. When I got into that thing with Claudia, he was like, oh, she's, she apologizes. Please look at her different, this and this and that. And then I had to turn around and say the same thing about Michelle. You don't know Michelle like that. Don't do that. Period. Girl, this is a mess. But I always got your back. And I can say that you're a man. And that shouldn't be offensive. This is true. You're a man. That's it.
And I don't see up here talk about the way TS smells, and you can only imagine with that big ass what's stuck up under his nails, them damn 10-inch nails. Like, how you wipe your ass with that? Can you imagine what gets stuck up under there and how that smells? So I don't sit up here and speculate the way he speculates about what my vagina smells like, and he's never been in it, around it. You know what I'm saying? So
it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. We got to stick together as women. We can't let them make us feel bad by having a reaction to something that they said.
It's like he wants to control his narrative. And again, that's why I went live to debunk the narrative that he put out there that me and Tasha and Angela and all these people, spiritual whistleblower, was in that restraining order, and we were not. And so when he posted that on his community tab, he had all of his followers believing we were going to jail if we talked about him, or we would, if we talked about the DL Whisperer, we were going to jail. And so I was like, no, that's not what that meant. And clearly that was a draft. That was a fraudulent document he posted. Why he didn't post the actual court stamp document? And then I posted, I pulled up the official court stamp document and showed our names are not in it. And now they then came back. Well, I mean, nobody said your name was in it. We said that's the draft. No, y'all didn't say that was a draft. Y'all actually did videos saying, and if you talk about it, y'all going to jail. We're not. So, I mean, I'm just saying, and it's like, to me, TS Manhands banks on the fact that his audience is stupid and he feeds them anything. Whatever he tells them is true, they believe it. Like the whole thing about the Grammy, about the this and the that, and I exposed all of that, and he got mad about it. So, I'm gonna keep talking.
Yeah, you keep doing you. I mean, please, he got an opinion or she got an opinion. Why can't we have an opinion? It's really making me mad. But I didn't realize that a lot of women feel like us. We like, wait a minute, you can't speak for us, and nobody's jealous of you. Like, what?
And that's why
I'm a real woman. What am I jealous of?
Just his responses are basically making him look worse, and I live for it.
Well, Michelle, look, I always got your back. You keep talking. You say what you want to say. You run your damn channel your way.
Exactly.
Okay?
Do I go over there and tell them, don't talk about me? I don't do that. I talk about what you talk. I say you call me a gorilla, and I think that's anti-black. But I don't be like, I'm going to sue you if you keep talking about me. I'm that. But just know I got a file in case I get if I get a lawsuit, I got a countersuit. Just know that.
Say you true to this, you're not new to this, okay?
Exactly.
let them threaten it, because he talking about you. That's not what you want. That's not what you want, TS Madison. This is not what you want, because it's gonna make you look real bad as you're feeling
I'm gonna
yourself.
pull out everything, child. I'm gonna pull out everything.
I know she just don't know, but I always got your back, and ain't nobody gonna talk behind your back when I'm in the room. Period.
Okay.
Period. All right, Michelle. I'll talk
Well,
to
I
you later.
appreciate you. You look so pretty. Thank you for having my back, friend.
I
I
always
appreciate
got your
you.
back because it's ridiculous. They just circling around you, acting like animals, really.
It's all good.
And shout out to Tasha K. You and Tasha K. Y'all should do another video. That was good. Bye.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You watched the interview?
Yeah.
I
It
didn't
was
even
really
realize I
good.
said all that, child. You know, we did that interview back in February. I think it was in February.
Was it in
And she
February?
released it on her Tasha K Live platform. And that's what I said. When she released it now, I believe she released it now because TS was going from platform to platform to platform, talking about me, Tasha K, Angela Stan, whatever. But I really don't. I mean, we talked about more than him, so it is what it is. She released it when she wanted to release it. It's her video to release.
I'm team Tasha K, team Michelle. Y'all ridiculous. Y'all need to stop. They are it's a way of attacking women. That's what they're doing. They're attacking women and want us to just sit there and put up with it. No, no,
Attacking
no.
women and silencing their critics.
Exactly.
They don't want to be called out about stealing and all of that stuff. And think about it. When the DL Whisperer was exposing Dominique Morgan for, being on the land for grand larceny over $100,000 from that other nonprofit, and Dominique Morgan was calling him a liar. Dominique Morgan went and got a restraining order against the DL Whisperer too. So it was a pile on. That's why I don't understand how TS Madison got one, Dominique got one, the greasy face boy got one, and of course the Gilmer County whoever looked at him as if he was a threat to mankind, when I don't believe that's what it was. They literally just piled on that boy.
It's a
So,
lot.
yeah,
Girl,
it's
like
a
I
lot.
said, you true to this, you not new to this. If that's what she want to do, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, though. It's a form of bullying.
Mhm,
And I'm sick
mhm.
of it as a woman. They're bullying women. And if we say anything about it, I'll take you to court, and you're jealous and you a homophobe. I ain't got time for all that.
Mhm.
Child,
Remember, he said he would fight a woman if they came in, if they said he didn't belong in the bathroom. Remember that? He said he would beat up a
no.
woman.
See what I'm
Yes,
talking
girl.
about? You
Yes.
are a man at the end of the day. I call you she because that's what you want and all of that. But for somebody to call you, to tell the truth, is that, you know, that's how you want to live your life. That's fine. But you cannot start telling me how I should feel and how I should act about it. Now you just
Mhm,
went too far. You just went too damn far. Talking all that
mhm.
shit, girl. It's a I got your back. Well,
Thank
this
you,
ain't
Sharrell.
nowhere near over though, is it? It ain't
It's
nowhere
not.
near over.
It's not.
All
I
right, shit.
appreciate it though.
I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
bye.
Hold on, y'all. I was trying to find that video. It's on Tasha K's page somewhere, but I know I had did a video about it. Here it is right here. When thank you, Christine, for the $49.99. Thank you, friend. I didn't want this show to be about him, but here we are. Um, Look, this is when he said he would beat up a woman for going in the bathroom. Hold on. I go. Let me go to forward.
or whatever. So I bust off in the bathroom. It was like 4 fish in the bathroom. Now I don't know the laws down here in Fredericksburg,
4 fish in the bathroom. 4 fish in the bath. Why he always talking about fish? I don't understand. He ain't fish.
Virginia. But I'm gonna tell you something. I don't give a fuck what you hoes know or what you hoes think you know. Like some of y'all think that y'all know everybody tea or what.
You a hoe, you a fish, you everything but a her. Okay, you are everything but a her. But he expect us to call him a her and respect his pronouns. Bitch, please.
But what goes on to everybody. But I tell you what, I know y'all try to play that bathroom law.
Did he say he don't care about what going on in between people's legs? And he got nerve to talk about me all the time, talk about I smell like a crab boy. He ain't never been touched the hem of my garment. He has never even been in the same room with me to even smell my perfume. Like, how dare he? Oh, look at that cock eye. Look at that cock eye. Look, one eye big and one eye little. Who knew Mr. Tim eyes was messed up like that?
But if any one of you hoes knock on that stall and tell me that I got to get out there because I'm a man, I'm gonna whoop y'all hoes right there in the bathroom. If you don't believe nothing I tell you, believe that. I'm gonna whoop y'all hoes right there in that bathroom. There's a lot of things you ain't got to worry about. Caitlyn just say she's a trans, she transformed money, she still like women. Baby, I ain't never liked women sexually. Never. I have never had a woman. Never wanted to be with a woman, honey. I respect and love all women because of what they are.
How you respect women and you've been calling them bitches and fish?
So please believe when I come in the bathroom with you, I gotta be. I'm not thinking about your pussy. I'm not trying to look under the stall at your I'm not thinking about that. That ain't crossed my mind one time. And see y'all trying to get these laws and stuff passed or whatever. This how I feel. Make a separate bathroom. If you feel some type of way, it's make a separate bathroom, honey, for the girls or whatever. Just put on the bathroom. Put on the bathroom all. That's just what you do. Put all on the motherfucking bathroom.
Okay, so you saw he said he didn't only thing he wanted to do was go in the bathroom and pee, right? That's what he said. All he wanted to do was go in the bathroom and pee. How about he went into a bathroom to pee, a woman's bathroom, and he hold on. And he's talked about how big her maxi pad was. But all you want to do is go in there and pee. Hold on. Y'all know we be keeping receipts now. Hold on, look.
Through at one of these red stops over here on the road trip, bitch. I just saw the biggest motherfucking maxi pad I ever seen in my fucking life. Okay? I went in the stall to pee. I came out from peeing, and this lady had her shirt, her panties, her bra, and her motherfucking big gigantic ass ultra maxi pad hanging over the stall. I can't. It might be this bitch right here running. It might be that bitch over there running. I can't.
I've toured 22.
Shout out Tasha K for reposting that video. I covered that a few years ago. Yeah, he wants respect and can't give respect. Yeah, that was TS Hands. I had changed his voice and stuff because, he had deleted the video. Someone had sent the video to me and I didn't want, to put his face on my channel at the time. But yeah, the first video he said he would beat a woman up. He said a bitch. He never called y'all women ladies. He said he would beat a bitch up if they said he was not supposed to be in the female bathroom. Okay. And then he said he doesn't care about what's between your legs or anything that's going on in the bathroom. He just be wanting to pee. That's what he said. Then the next time we saw him in a female bathroom, he talked about how big the lady's maxi pad was and all of that. So it's like, why are you in a female's bathroom and you don't think you're gonna see maxi pads and all of that? So yeah, go to the men's bathroom. You won't see no maxi pad. I assure you, you won't. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Like this video. Please, thank you. Like this video. Now, I was talking about the chimping out. I put the link in for y'all to call in, but I wanted to talk about this also. We was talking about how a lot of Caucasian people are now liking the term chimping out, and they are using it regularly against people, black people in particular, who are fighting or who are doing anything that they deem as negative, ghetto, all of the above, right? And in addition to talking about the ones that are fighting online, they have also resulted to just using the term just to talk about black people in general. So the Shade Room covered this, and also this young lady was going viral. She is the daughter of renowned attorney Charles Mathis of Atlanta. And she posted, hold on. She posted a story time about a racist company she encountered while she was online. Now, here's what she said.
but I actually have time today. I had an interview this morning with a company called Nexus, and I just want you guys to know that this company is so disrespectful and
Hold on, I got the speed up. Hold on. Do I have it on 0? Oh no, I don't want. Hold on. She's just talking fast. Okay, Allison Mathis Jones said she received an email from an HR manager addressing her as a chimp. And she said, receiving that in 2026 is wild. There is a long and ugly history of comparing Black people to monkeys and apes. Whether he wants to pretend otherwise or not, calling a Black woman a chimp isn't just unprofessional, it's racist. This is a reminder of what so many women listen. Wasn't I just preaching about this the other day? So many women, and especially Black women, are navigating in the workforce every day. We're told to network, put ourselves out there, advocate for ourselves, and pursue better opportunities. But too often, the moment we exercise our right to choose what's best for us, we're labeled difficult, ungrateful, unprofessional, or worse. The job market is already exhausting. The expectation that women, especially Black women, should be grateful for whatever opportunity is placed in front of us is wild. We deserve opportunities where professionalism is mutual and respect isn't conditional. Okay. Experiences like this are exactly why I've been leaning harder into building something of my own. Yes, Allison, because nobody gets to decide my worth, my value, or my future except me. So while some people are busy sending racist emails, I'll be over here building a business. Funny how what was meant to discourage me just gave me another reason to keep going. Now, I'm gonna play it.
blatantly racist. Interview was scheduled for 11 a.m. I had to move some things around, but I logged on right at 11. The person interviewing me logged on at about 11:02, didn't have their camera on, and as soon as we got on, was like, "Hey, sorry, I'm actually away from the office right now. Is there any way that we can move your interview an hour?" I was like, "Oh, hey, so sorry. I actually have to pick up my kids in an hour. Like, this was the only time today that worked for me." I'm like, "What about later in the week?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, like maybe tomorrow. Like, what's your availability tomorrow?" I checked my schedule, and I actually didn't even really have availability tomorrow, to be honest. I was like, "You know what? Don't worry about it. Like, I'll reschedule on the Calendly link. Like, don't worry about it. Thanks so much." Look at the email that the HR manager for this company just sent me. How disheartening as a Black woman looking for a job is it that companies are still so blatantly disrespectful and so racist? I usually don't do things like this. However, I've been burned so many times looking for a job in this job market just by people being scammers, by things like this. And I just felt impelled to share. This is why I am heavy in this entrepreneur life, starting my own business. Story time.
Now I
I
want to
usually don't
show
do this,
you.
but I actually have time
I
today.
want to.
I had an
Oh,
interview this
hold on.
morning with
I
a company
stopped it.
called Nexus, and
Lord,
I just want you guys to know that this company is so
hold on.
disrespectful and
There it is.
blatantly racist.
Okay. Now, I wanted to share with y'all the emails. Hold on. Here's one of them. Let me open them all. Um, okay, there's 3, and there is number 4. Okay, so um she was looking for a job. She told the gentleman that I guess she told him that she had another opportunity elsewhere and decided against it. And so instead of, being gracious about it, this person said this. Don't waste our time again. Okay. And said, "Dear Chimp." Y'all see this? Hold on. Let me go back. Can you find it? And said, "Dear Chimp, you showed up to an interview just to say you're not interested. What a clown. Impressive waste of everyone's time. Next time you feel like playing these games, don't. Never reach out to us again, ever. No regards." And this was allegedly from someone in the HR department. Okay. Now, they also sent, hold on, when she responded to, she reported the person, and somebody responded to her with this. Oh no, I got too many tabs open. They responded to her with this. It It's a mess, ain't it? They can get sued. They responded to her with this, okay? And comparing her to a gorilla, okay? And this was and she showed that it was actually from someone at the company, right? That she had been communicating with. Then, after she went viral online when she told her story, someone who said that they were a manager responded and said this. A mess. It is a whole mess, honey. And said this. From Allison. Oh, to Allison from Ethan Carter. We're truly sorry. This is supposed to be a letter from their CEO. I'm writing to you personally, not as a formality. You know, this is all chat GPT, chat. But because what happened to you matters deeply to me and everyone at Nexus. First and foremost, I'm sorry. What you experienced was wrong. It was unacceptable, and you did not deserve any of it. No one should ever be made to feel less than what they are, and you are valued, blah, 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 blah. Then he claims that the person, Jacob Jones, was terminated effective immediately. His behavior was not a reference of him. And then they asked for a request. They said, I want to make a simple request. The posts currently on your social media, while I understand why they exist, would you delete these, please? Would you delete them posts, please? So I guess they felt that, because they apologized, that she was going to delete the post. Now here's the other half. Is that the other half? No, that's the top half. Hold on. That is, I thought that was the bottom. Let me share. I think I had a bottom queued up. Is that? Nope, I don't have the bottom. Anyway, they were asking if she would please delete the social media post. Because it says, I want to make one sincere request. The posts currently on your social media, while I completely understand why they exist, are now causing damage to a company that has taken full responsibility and acted swiftly. The fault lies with one individual, not with Nexus as a whole. I humbly ask that you consider removing these posts now that justice has been served and a public apology is on record. Every door at Nexus remains open to you. We would be honored to have you back in any capacity on your terms whenever you feel ready. Thank you for your bravery, Allison. You made us better, blah, 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 blah. And so Allison went forward and she also, I'm not removing anything. So she shared with her social media platform, an update. Hold on.
HR manager for
So here is her update.
Yesterday, an manager called me a chimp during the process of a job interview. Let's talk about what you should do if you ever experience racism, discrimination, or harassment during your job search. First off, I have to say that for those of you who don't follow me or know my background, my dad was actually a prominent entertainment and civil rights attorney here in Atlanta. The very first thing that I did was contact my attorney, and that's absolutely the first thing that you should do too. Even if you are not actually planning to pursue legal action, it just doesn't hurt to know your options and know what's available to you. Information is power. Second of all, document everything. Save all the messages and the emails, take the screenshots, write down the dates and the times and the details while they're fresh on your mind, because if you do pursue legal action, you do not know what you may need to reference later. Third, guys, you don't have to suffer in silence. Tell someone, talk to a mentor, a trusted friend, a career coach, another professional, the internet, anyone, someone that can help you process what happened and remind you that someone else's ignorance is not a reflection of your value. People were wondering why I came to the internet, and honestly, it was me kind of processing and venting. The problem is not you. The problem is that there are still people in positions of power who think that behavior like this is acceptable. And for me, sharing just kind of helped me to cope. Unfortunately, that's why conversations like this still matter. Share your story. It's yours to share. Yesterday, and
share your story. It's yours to share. It don't matter if it's now, later, 10 years from now, tomorrow. Share your story. And here is her final update. Let me see.
I thought that I was done talking about this, but after sharing my experience, I was honestly surprised by how many people accuse me of lying and making this whole thing up. Why would I do that? Here are the receipts. On Tuesday, an HR manager representative from Nexus called me a chimp during what was supposed to be a job interview process. The video that I posted sharing about that took off almost immediately. Then yesterday, I received what appeared to be a personal apology from the company's CEO. The email basically said that they had addressed the whole situation and wanted me to take down my posts. At first glance, it kind of seemed like this was the end of the story, but I was still kind of on board with moving forward with my attorney. When we started digging, though, that's where things started to get super weird. I had seen a couple people post that this could be a scam, and what we found is that Nexus appears to be a totally fictitious company. The CEO is not a real person. The people associated with the company are not real people. In other words, there's a very, very, very real possibility that this entire operation was just created by someone hiding behind a computer screen, pretending to be a legitimate employer. What this means is that there was probably never a real job opportunity at all. Now, let me back up for just a minute. I've been job hunting since January. I'm a content creator. I work with tons of brands. I also have a content creation company, but I was kind of looking to go in-house with someone. So I've made it to tons of final rounds of interviews. And in April, I was actually burned by a job opportunity that turned out to be a scam. And so I decided to kind of stop actively applying and focus on continuing to build my own business. However, I had already submitted a handful of applications. And so when interview opportunities, continue to arise, I'm like, I might as well take the calls. Nexus was one of these. I applied for that job through LinkedIn. I received the invitation to interview via email, and I scheduled through Calendly. I logged on for the interview. As I said, the interviewer was not on the camera, asked me to reschedule for later that day. I did not have availability for later that day. And that is where this whole thing kind of continued, with me receiving the email and being called a chimp. That is how all of this started. Now, unfortunately, because there doesn't appear to actually be a legitimate company at all, there is not much of a legal case for me to pursue. However, there is still something that we can do. If you come across Nexus, like their LinkedIn page, anything like that, I would encourage you to report it, because whether this was a scam, a fake company, or simply someone just trying to prey on and harass job seekers, people that are looking for work deserve better. The job market is already hard enough. And so the last thing you should have to worry about is being treated unkindly. That is the end of this whole saga. The email was real. The invitation to interview was real. The company is not real. I thought that
Somebody said, I don't know if they believe the story. It's true. It's actually true. The Shade Room actually picked it up and investigated as well. Here's a clip of the Shade Room's post. The full video is on their YouTube channel. Shout out to Justin over at the Shade Room. Here is that his name, Justin? Did I say that right? Hold on. What happened? What happened to the video? Oh, okay, hold on. Trying to make it big for y'all. Okay, there you go.
Interview that just didn't go left. It went viral.
I get on at 11.
Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107. The Copyright Act allowance is made for what? Fair use. Fair use. Fair use. Now,
A job interview that just didn't go left. It went viral.
I get on at 11. The interviewer got on probably about 11:03 and immediately is like, hey, I'm actually not in the office today. So can we push your interview to 12?
What happened next? Joan says she never saw it coming at all.
I'm trying to look at my calendar. I'm like, wait, maybe I could do it this time. It just wasn't working. And so I was like, you know what? It's okay. Totally don't worry about it. I'll just go on the Calendly link and just reschedule myself at a time that works. He hangs up. I check my email and I see that I've gotten an email from this HR manager hiring person. And I open the email and the first thing I see is Dear Chimp.
Immediate reaction when you saw Dear Chimp.
I was floored, honestly. I don't think that I have ever experienced that blatant of racism in my life.
She says she did email them back to let them know she was no longer interested.
They then responded to me again, still being racist, still being.
I know y'all say y'all don't believe it, but I have copies of the actual emails, and then she showed where the address, the mailing address originated from, and it was from their company email address. So I don't know if they were spoofing the company email or what, but they did.
Disrespectful. And then also pretty much saying like, we're not one of those like DEI diversity driven companies.
She is a content creator with a following, so it wasn't long before her post went viral.
I have had some people that are saying that I'm being dramatic. I'm having some people that are saying that I'm milking the situation to grow my social media. And I'm like, honestly, y'all don't really understand like content creation and influencer life, because like going viral for this doesn't even serve me.
I do want you to remember this because we did reach out to them earlier this week. They then changed their story and had a completely different version of what happened.
The company is, I guess, somewhat harassing me now. They continue to send me unfounded random emails. And I guess they think that I can't tell that it's from them.
See, the email came from Nexus. It's NEXESH. So I know y'all looking up another name, but there's the email address right there. She proved where it came from.
If I click the email address,
Is it from that HR email?
It is. So whoever it is changed their name.
We hit the company up and they sent us one of the wildest statements I've ever seen. You're going to want to stick around for that.
Oh, I need to go to the shade room and see what the statement was. I need to go to the shade room and see what the statement was. I want to see now. Hold on, y'all. Let's go see. It's on YouTube. You said I usually click the name to make sure the email address is legit. Okay, and her email address said it was legit. That's what it was on there. Hold on, the shade room. Then somebody said she need to go work for her daddy. Her daddy is deceased, okay? But he was a prominent attorney in Atlanta. So stop being smart in the chat, okay? Condolences to their family. Hold on. Actually, Phaedra used to work for her dad. Sure did. Hold on. What is it? The shade room videos. There it is, LinkedIn. So y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer in section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? Fair use. Okay, we done went through all that. We need to scroll to the we need to see what the statement look like. Here goes the statement they said the shade room. Hold on.
Nexus to shut down their Instagram page completely. They did, however, share this statement to the public on LinkedIn. Quote, "It has come to our attention that one of our HR employees directed racial remarks toward a Black woman. Upon learning of the incident, we conducted a thorough internal investigation. As a result, the employee in question has been terminated. We do not tolerate racism, discrimination,
Not they put a statement out, child, towards a Black woman.
or any form of dehumanizing behavior from anyone at any level of our organization. To the Black community and to
the Black community. Oh Lord, sound like Cardi B talking about to the Black African Americans.
everyone affected by this incident, we are deeply sorry. You deserve better, and we failed in our duty to protect and uphold your dignity."
I do want you to remember this because we did reach out to them earlier this week. They then changed their story and had a completely different version of what happened. Also, roommates, I just want to take some time to just thank you for watching TS.
Okay, hold on. I want to see a statement. Thank you, roommates, for watching. Shout out to the shade room. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer, section 107. Okay, we went through all that. Then we went to the personal note from Allison. Is this the statement they sent to shade room? We saw that. Okay, that was when they were saying that the man had been terminated. We talked about that. Hold on. And what's this? This is the company email. I mean, that's the company website right there. Allegedly, the future is AI. Is your school ready? NEXESH. Okay. Let's see what else we got in here. Hold on.
They're actually like Chat GPT photos. So it seems like this entire company is some sort of shell that was created to pretty much prey on people.
We did look at the Nexus site ourselves, which from the outside looks generic, but normal. When we did search the name Nexus in the state of Delaware's Division of Corporations database, I found no company of that name is registered in the state, despite the
I love me a little investigative journalism, okay?
fact that the website says it is based there and in India. Also, the address
Ah,
listed
Lord, it's in India. They stealing her information.
has no tenants under the name Nexish.
At this point, I'm thankful that I didn't move forward and give them any of my personal information. I don't know what their end game is, right? I don't know if they just want to prey on Black people because they're racist and they just, are using this to, I don't know, interview Black people and, just use racial slurs. I don't know if eventually they would have asked me for money for something and, that was their end game. I don't know exactly, of course, like, what kind of scam it is that they're running, but it is very clear that this is not a legitimate opportunity and it is.
She seems like a very smart young lady. Hold on, let's see what they sent to the shade room. Y'all go watch the full video over there on the shaderoom.com.
Racist emails. Here's what it says, quote, "Dear Justin, Nexish categorically denies all allegations made against the company. The screenshots shared by Miss Allison have been examined and are AI generated and fabricated. We're also prepared to demonstrate this and will be..."
Not they calling her a liar. Not they calling her a liar. And then that's from the same person that sent her the email, the Sophia Hale person. Not they call her a liar, and it's from the same person. Lord, this is a mess. Hold on.
Pursuing appropriate legal action against the spread of misinformation. Regarding Miss Allison specifically, during the interview, Miss Allison appeared visibly intoxicated, drunk, and was the first to behave in an unprofessional manner.
Not they said the lady was drunk. She don't look drunk to me. Oh, that's so messy. Oh, they trying to say, she was a Black drunk lady at the interview.
Toward our interviewer. The interview was rescheduled at that time, and she was subsequently not selected. It is our assessment that the current campaign against Nexish is retaliatory in nature, stemming from this rejection. Nexish is a company that respects individuals of all races, backgrounds, and communities. We are proud to have colleagues from the African American community and every other background as part of our team. Our hiring decisions are solely based on merit and talent, nothing else. Following an internal review of the matter, personnel changes were made within our HR department. This was a result of our own due diligence and our own commitment to maintaining the integrity of our organization. We do not share internal business operations or details with external parties. However, we want to be clear, Nexish is a legitimate, reputable business, and we will not allow bad faith actors to damage what we have built, end quote. Now, I followed that email up asking how they can prove that those emails that Allison received were AI generated. They told me that, quote, our AI forensic report and system report.
They emails are AI. I told you it looked like AI when I first read it.
Shows that, but they never showed that to us. In the meantime, Allison Jones denies that profusely. She says it's simply not true.
I don't believe that she wasn't drunk at the thing. They being nasty. It's probably some fake email address. Now they trying to smear her reputation because they know that the Shade Room is somewhat of a legitimate outlet. That is messed up. You said they probably wrote that while laughing. Okay, they don't care. They don't care. They knew that they was gonna read it online, child. Hold on, I got somebody in the back. Hello.
Yeah.
Discerning. I can't
hear you once again, Michelle. I don't know what
you
happens.
can't hear me?
Every single time. Then I have
Hang up
to come out and come back in.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm gonna have to do. All right.
I don't know why people can't be hearing me. Let me close this then. Let me close this. I think when I don't know what's going on with StreamYard and why I be doing that. When you be sharing the screen, if you got more than one person in the thing at one time, it starts acting up. You said Nexish is mostly India company. I did business with them. Oh, okay, Polo Man. What you do business? What did they do? What did they do for you? Is there something like AI, computers, some? What did they do? You said the state of Delaware does not have a valid entity name from Nexish. Girl got scammed. Oh, child, a mess. A mess. Call back in. This was open topics. I didn't really have any topics to talk about today because the housewives didn't come on yesterday. So I was gonna talk about it. I guess did I talk about the ratings? I think I did talk about the ratings. I guess I could talk about the ratings again. I talked about the ratings while I was on. I did a vertical live last week. And I talked about the ratings. I talked about Peter Thomas. I talked about a bunch of stuff. So I guess I'll talk about the ratings right now. So everybody thought that the ratings for this past episode was gonna be real good because they in Scotland. Everybody was talking about it. You know, it had to be the ratings had to go up, right? Well, the live ratings did not go up. The live ratings did not go up. In fact, the live ratings took a nosedive. And I'm just like, well, why y'all not watching the show? And I understand the BET Awards is on and all that stuff, but why y'all not watching the show? Okay. Um, the demographics have went are still the same. They getting 0.10% of the 18 to 49 demographic. Okay. But the live ratings, they only got 470,000 people watch live. You said they had the BET Awards on the same night. Well, the Caucasians wasn't watching the BET Awards. Okay, you don't think the Caucasians be watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta? I'm just saying, black people aren't the only ones watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Sure, we may have went over there to watch, but not everybody. But yeah, it's going down lower and lower each week, and that's pretty bad. You said Shamea is not that interesting. Oh, okay. But it's a whole it's about 9 other housewives. Why y'all mentioning Shamea? He said people are watching on Instagram. That's what I said. I was like, they released too many clips. They already got a clip out now for the show next week or whatever. They got a 6-minute clip out. So at the end of the day, after you've seen 4 or 5 different clips of all the scenes that air the next week, it's like by the time you watch the episode, you feel like you already watched it. Right. Is that the number? And my Nene Leaks voice. Hold on. Discerning is back. Hey, Discerning. Welcome
Hey,
back.
Michelle. How you
Hey, girl.
doing, girl?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. So I was going to say everybody already figured that out because I Googled and then I searched that company. And yeah,
Okay.
even the address that they have, it shows like all the businesses in that building and they're not in
Uh-huh.
the building. So that's fake.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because I looked up the address. And
So she
so
just got duped. I believe she's
got
telling the
duped.
truth though, but
Yeah, she
she just
got
got
duped.
duped.
And then because they're AI company, they're trying to say she used AI.
Yeah.
But
Not
then
and then the part where she said they tried to say she was drunk.
drunk, yeah, that's so crazy. And
That was so wrong.
the fake guy, he goes by Ethan Carter, and that's on the website.
Mm.
So he's supposed to be the one that founded this all these years ago. But if
Oh, the CEO.
yeah, but if you go to Reddit, all of them, they actually expose that company and they tell you that Ethan Carter is fake.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
Justin need to
So
do another deep dive, child.
Justin does. He does. Yeah, they
Okay.
love lying butts. But that's a trap. They want us to fall. They think we're animals, and so they
Mhm.
set those type of traps for us. And they
Mhm.
want us to, you know, act out.
Act a fool. The
Yeah,
same
act
way the
a fool.
Karens and the
Yeah,
Darrens be
yeah,
doing
yeah. But
when they
we need to
confront us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we need to think smarter because, like, even the cops get Michelle, and I know that because I have family. They're retired now, but they were cops, and they talk about the millions of dollars that they get for lawsuits.
Mm.
But the thing is, people don't sue the police department. So when they start getting aggressive and doing things, they got money. They have money
Mhm.
that is allocated for lawsuits. And
Wow.
so a lot of people don't know that. Like, you need to sue. Stop
Yeah,
arguing with them and just sue they tails.
that's true.
That's what I'm gonna do. You hit me out, it's assault.
Okay.
I'm gonna fall out. Ah! Oh my gosh,
Me
I
too,
think I'm having
child.
a
That's what I
heart
be
attack.
saying, child. And
Oh, I need an
especially uh,
ambulance.
all this stuff online, I be like, child, I don't fight with me and child. Look,
No,
I
that's
sit over here, mind my business, talk
yeah,
my stuff, talk
yeah,
about popular topics or whatever.
yeah.
Get mad. I mean,
But I don't even
you
get smart with the cops because if they stop me, I'm trying to get out of a ticket. And I
Mhm.
think a lot of times we do have to stop being so aggressive because I do
True.
see, there are a lot of clips where, why you pull me over? Why you pull me over? I ain't showing you my ID. You asking for trouble.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean, we
true.
have to be honest. We have to be honest. And so a lot of people I see, it's like, now that could have went a whole nother way.
Mm-hmm.
Because me, I'm like, Mr. Officer, was I speeding? And they'd be like, well, a little bit. I'd be like, what? And I get out every time. So,
Okay.
sometimes you ain't gotta have no attitude. But a lot
Yeah.
of times these people, these folk, these Karens and Kenneths, that's what I call them, they in their feelings and they feel empowered and emboldened now because of what we have going on in the country.
Yeah.
Just
Definitely.
like they marched and all that hot stuff on 4th of July. What did y'all need to march for?
Yeah.
I know they was
What
burning
about the
up.
picture of the girl that was going viral?
Which one? The
Hold on.
the girl that was in the middle of it all? Is that
Uh-huh.
the one you talking about? I didn't really
Uh-huh.
check that story to see
Hold on.
what
Hold
the
on.
deal was, but I'm like, it's
Here
hot
it
as
is.
fish grease outside, and y'all want to be
Here it
burning
is.
up, and all that stuff, mask and all. And what you scared of? If you so powerful and you so bold, then take the mask off.
Right.
That's my thing. Take the mask off. What you scared of?
Here it is. Right here. I can't make it big though.
Oh, I was wondering. Okay, so what was the deal with her?
She was on the bus and they captured that because, all these people were headed to, the mass people were headed um to whatever, and they just caught her facial expression. And
Wow. So
I've
she
seen
was on
people
there
talk
by
about it on
herself.
TikTok and everything, and they was talking about how a lot of people like, "Oh, she's so strong, and look at her," and but
Wow.
if it just change places. If it was like a white woman sitting there with a bunch
Uh-huh.
of black people that look like thugs,
Right.
they would have been
Right.
like, "Oh my God, she's in
Right.
danger!
Right.
Save
Sure
her!"
would have. They sure
Yeah,
would. Oh, I know you were scared, Susie. I know you were. Oh my
yeah,
goodness, I wouldn't have known what to do. Oh, please. But yeah, okay, she was on the metro, Miss Kiki.
I'm trying to find.
Wow. So they didn't have any cars. They was broke and decided to take the bus.
My day was broke.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand why y'all didn't have vehicles. Why y'all didn't rent a bus or something, But yeah, but I'm so tired of all of this.
Oh, here it is, right here. This is what I wanted to play about the picture. This
Oh.
girl right here.
Mm.
Hold on.
Yesterday, when I saw that image of the Black woman sitting on the train surrounded by white supremacists in DC, I didn't see a strong woman. What I saw instead was a woman that everyone seemed determined not to worry about. While everyone seemed so quick to share the image and call her brave and resilient and courageous, I had a different reaction. I saw someone who looked exhausted. I saw someone who looked really scared. And I saw someone who looked like they were struggling to get through a moment that none of us really should have to experience. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know her. I don't know what she was feeling. I could just be projecting my own experience onto her. But what struck me was how quickly people projected strength onto her. And as a PhD candidate in my dissertation, I study something called the strong Black woman schema. This is basically an expectation that Black women should be resilient, self-sacrificing, and emotionally constrained to the point where the belief is that Black women are supposed to be able to endure anything, any situation that's thrown at them. And this turns into, instead of asking Black women if they're okay, we praise them for being strong without ever having checked in. Instead of recognizing her fear, her exhaustion, her vulnerability in that moment, we immediately went to celebrating her endurance. Thousands of people shared it, commented on it, analyzed it, turned it into a symbol. But very few people were concerned with the fact that this is a very real person who did not consent to being a representation, a viral representation of racism in America. I also couldn't help but think about the long history of Black women's bodies being treated as property, something to analyze and to look at without their consent. And that's what I couldn't help but to keep coming back to in my mind. It's the different context, it's a different century, but it's the same entitlement, it's the same dehumanization. And I understood why the image was circulated. I understood the symbolism and why people resonated with it. But I think we should also be asking ourselves, why are we so comfortable with celebrating Black women's strength rather than acknowledging that they might be suffering? Why does it seem harder to sit with the idea that she might have been terrified? Because sometimes what gets labeled as strength is really someone surviving a situation that they never should have been placed in. And sometimes the most human response is not admiration, it's concern. Yesterday, when I saw
So I just thought that was interesting. An
I
interesting
do.
take on it.
I do. I think it's interesting. At the same time, you can still be fearful. You can still have those feelings, but still be strong. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I get what she's saying though. Like everybody just, oh, she was strong. What other choice did she have at that
Right.
moment?
Yeah.
And so because had she got up and said anything, they could have definitely um come in, on her. But I think the young lady, I respect what she's saying, but as she said, she's getting her PhD, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she kind of went a little deep into it. But I still say just because I have weak moments as a Black woman or as a woman, period, just because I cry, just because I have the moments where I want to give up, it doesn't mean that I'm not strong. It just means that I had a moment. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But it is a conversation, but because we do that on men, right? We
Mm-hmm.
project that a man who cries is weak, or that a man
Mm-hmm.
is in touch with his feelings, or he's too feminine, or those things. So then we say that a man who cries, oh, he weak. He over here did this. You know how the people say this blank is crying. But
Mm-hmm.
a man, I think there's honor in a man crying. My daddy always told me that a man that don't cry will hit you. A man that can't be in touch with his feelings, because my dad was like, where are those feelings going? Where is that emotion going? It's going somewhere. And so,
Mm-hmm.
my husband, now when he worshiping the Lord, Michelle, my husband will cry. But there are times that we've had intimate conversations where he's cried. I didn't think that was weak. I thought that was strong. So I feel
Okay.
like, that strength thing there where but I just think in that situation right there, she's just remained quiet. If I were just to look, I would love for a body language expert to tell me, based on her body language. But that's just a
Hmm.
picture. So we didn't get to see the video, right? There's no
Yeah.
video of her moving or shifting. So
No.
yeah, it's no telling what she was thinking
It's
in her
the
mind.
picture just went viral. It's a
Yeah.
few other pictures that have gone
Yeah. So
that
it's
have
just
gone viral too. Hold on. Here's another one. This one is and I think, and again, this might be gaslighting. They might just be putting these pictures out to make us feel a ways because
yeah.
we got this picture
Oh,
too
that's
of this
another. Okay,
of this
so she's
black
not gonna
gentleman
falsify herself.
surrounded by them, and they all have on masks. And so when you
Right.
think about it, like all these people in masks, these could be
Exactly.
judges,
Yeah.
doctors, lawyers,
Yeah.
police officers. Like
Yeah.
why are they hiding their faces? Because they don't want people to know, what their
Exactly. That's what
ideologies
I'm
are.
saying. They're
Yeah.
cowards. I feel like, and I didn't even know. Okay, so there's another Black man. And so for me, I'm thinking survival. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm thinking like I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna say anything, and I'm gonna be praying. I ain't even gonna lie, Michelle. I'm gonna be sitting there like, Lord, protect me, because these
Uh-huh.
people right here, you know. So, what to say, didn't the caller say just that Black people know? What I said was there's a lot of clips that are going around, and a lot of the young Black men and women have been aggressive with police officers when they're stopped, and they get aggressive and ask the cops, why are you stopping me? And then they have an attitude with them and they get to arguing. And I said that I tried to get out of the ticket. But what I'm saying is we have to take responsibility. We mix the two. There is racism going on in the world. All of that happens. All of that happens with George Floyd, Trayvon Martin. All of that happens where we get beat for no reason, for just being black. What I am saying is we cannot open the door to give the enemy a foothold. You know what I'm saying? So there are times where, like all the clips that I see on YouTube that come up, most of it is real clips. They're the how the YouTube channels have all the criminal cases, you know what I'm saying? This person robbed this, that person robbed that. And so they show you the different actual videos from beginning to end. And a lot of them, it is our young black men and women who, when the cops stop them, they get to arguing with them. And sometimes the cop will reason and be like, I was gonna let y'all go. Y'all done took this to a whole
We
nother
going
level.
down a whole nother rabbit hole, friend, but I get it.
No, I mean I ain't. I'm just trying to answer the comment because
Yeah,
I
that's
don't like
fine.
nobody to misquote me, Michelle. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
no, no, it's all good. Well,
Yeah,
I
but
appreciate you
Well,
discerning.
since I'm here December, what about the dude who went on a boat in Mississippi with the white
yes, I know
boy?
about that. And the young lady Katie, who he was last seen with, I know about that. I thought
Oh,
this
he
was
was
I was
last
about
open
to
seen
top.
with
play
I
that.
thought
I was
this
about
was
to play
open
something
topic.
about that next, Dre.
Yeah,
While
Katie
you
is
coming
who he
in.
was, and Katie released a
was
statement.
Katie White.
Yes, she was.
Oh, well, I mean that's
Mhm.
who he want to hang around them people. To let that's the type of stuff happens.
And that's isn't that what you said, Dre? You don't hang with black people? Didn't you say that the other
No,
day?
I say I don't date black chicks, and I
Oh,
don't. That's not my preference. So while
oh,
they was in
okay.
the comments,
Who you date, Dre?
not
So
black chicks.
you be diluting the race
So while
like
they
that
was in
guy
the
on TikTok
comments,
said.
while they was in the comments about he gay, he sassy, he this, he that. You can say whatever you want, but that has nothing to do with you because you're not my preference.
Oh well, Dre,
Is that why you called Dre?
your
You
choice,
jealous?
No,
Dre.
I was gonna say that at the end, but since you brought it up, I'm just gonna say, oh Michelle, he's so disrespectful to you. I don't know how I'm disrespectful. Oh Michelle, he don't need to be a co-host.
Why do you call
I'm
here
not a
and talk?
co-host.
Look, if you want to, let me just say this because this is pissing me off. If you want to argue with the people in the comments, go get in the comments and type, okay?
I'm
Because when you
black.
come up here, no, when
Remember,
you come up here to talk to me,
you
not to talk.
remember your moderator, the African booty scratcher. He blocked me, so I can't
Oh
type.
my Lord, Dre.
So I don't know. So
We
I
get it.
just
I
have to
mean,
come up here.
it's black and white that it's black and white that all races, get aggressive with the police department. You know what I'm saying? On those videos that I watch. But we're
Okay,
talking
but we
about
weren't
black
talking
folk.
about the police department. You going down and
Well,
okay.
does it not distinguish say open topics?
Yes, but
That
we were
is
talking
what it
Okay,
about
that's what
something
I
say.
thought
else,
it
That
and
said.
is
you
what
Okay,
it
when we
say.
were
that's what I
talking
thought
about
it
one
said.
thing and you switched
Oh,
to
we
another
can only talk
topic.
about one thing in open
I'm
topics with
about
the
to
S
hang
on
up
the
on
end.
you, Dre, because you're not gonna come in here and disrupt my listen. I run this channel, not you. Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead, discerning.
I mean, I'm just waiting on you, Michelle.
No, I mean, it's all
Yeah, I
good.
mean, I'm just waiting on you. I thought we was really talking about race since we talking about the black people on the bus
Well, we
and
were
the
just
white
talking about
people.
the strong woman trope that's been thrown around, and then you went into the police. It just to me, it kind of went to a whole nother
no,
kind of
actually,
topic.
she's right. It actually like the same thing. It
We went
actually
from
goes
talking
into it.
about how they treated this black woman who was trying to get a job and they called her a chimp and an ape.
Yeah,
Then we talked about this strong black woman image that's circulating and what does it
and
mean and how does it make
what
you
the young
feel?
lady
And
said.
then you start talking about the police. And I said one thing didn't have anything to do with the other. That's it. That's all.
Well, she was just doing open topics. That's what the topics say. Open
Yeah,
topic.
I get what you're saying, Michelle.
But no, it's okay. I just didn't want to like change the subject while we were talking about something else. But if you want to go into talking about the police and how you feel
No,
about how the
no,
police.
it's not that. It's not that. We don't have to. I'm just thinking about it all when we do talk about racism and we talk about those, because you said that there are judges and different ones that are in mask on that bus. So for
Mhm.
me, I'm thinking of that as there are police officers too that got their mask on. So I'm just thinking about it as a race as a whole, what we go through as Black people.
Well,
That
can
that's
I
that's
say
what I was
something?
trying to
Can
say.
I say something, Michelle? One of the boys, the white boys that was on that boat with the boy who died,
Yeah.
his
Mhm.
mom is a judge.
Mm.
And then somebody in the comments said that's probably payback for Carmelo.
Oh
See, you just
no.
never know.
Did they find him?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
found.
found him today,
Mhm.
I think.
Oh.
Yes, they found him. Yes. And Katie was the last one he was seen with. And so Katie's family released a statement and said that they have told his mother and family everything that they know about the situation.
Mm.
Katie's family said that he was with his friends.
Right.
But this summer, if we in Lake Lanier and you come with me on a boat, I'm not leaving Lake Lanier without you.
Hold on,
Right.
listen.
The exact reason I tell my kids, friend or no friend, you can't trust anybody. How is it possible for a group of friends to go to Mississippi's Horn Island, but when they come back home, they come back without somebody that they went with, and they're gonna say race ain't play a part? You see everybody in this picture right here. Tell me what looks different. Tell me. You had an 18-year-old accomplished football star, Nolan Wells, goes to Mississippi Horns Island with his friends on the 4th of July, and then he turns up missing. Mind you, all of his friends make it home safe. And the person that went with them, Nolan Xavier Wells, he's missing. And nobody has nothing to say about that. You have his so-called friends saying that they don't remember anything. They don't remember seeing what happened to him. Mind you, they have pictures on the boat. Mind you, they have pictures together. But nobody knows what happened to him. Now you got the Coast Guard, sheriff deputies, Marine units, and multiple agencies searching for him right now. They're searching the waters, searching surrounding areas, trying to figure out what happened. They're also saying that the last time he was seen with a team. They're also saying that they found his phone, but they didn't find him. What team do you know right now would leave his phone behind? Tell me that. But you see how all of this sounds? This is why disappearances like this and places like this always leave people questioning. If you spend time looking into missing person cases like this, then you already know what may be the outcome. Do you understand how this young man's parents has to feel? They just want their kid back. We definitely need to spread the word about this. We need some answers. This shit.
Okay, they said they found him though. That was one of the videos that I had saved to post. Hold on, let me look and see if there's an update on here. Bring home Nolan Wells. Oh,
I wonder did they push him in the water?
hold on. Here go. Let me see if this.
Body being found. Now they took to their Instagram story to pay their respects. One posted a picture of Nolan and said, "I'll see you soon." And the other one actually reposted a story that his mom posted up. Okay, so this is from her official Instagram. And how I know this, she made a post that I'm gonna put here on the screen about how she was lied to and she was given false information, leading to about what he had on that day and I guess what took place. Because at this point right now, we don't have any information on what took place from those who were actually on the scene. Now, like I said, these two guys here that I've posted on the screen are two of his known friends that he spent a lot of time with. I also added the video in the middle. This is from a different trip between them four guys, and the other two guys that were there that I've researched and found, they haven't spoken out. They haven't reacted to his body being found.
Mm, okay, I'm just looking in TikTok to see what people saying. Update. Update.
the update I did not want to give, but we kind of already felt like it was coming. Although they have not identified it as Nolan Xavier Wells, who else can it be? Some more information that I found out that Nolan walked off with a girl. Where is this girl? What is her name? What has she said? Second, it's kind of funny how Nolan left his phone. No teenager leaves their phone. No teenager, because they like to document everything. So how was his phone left? Second, this woman said that a girl put a message talking about these boys in this picture are no good. They needed to be investigated. She goes to school with them, or she went to school with them. Another girl that was at Horn Island said these boys were partying in the pool at 7 o'clock. Nolan went missing at 3. You mean to tell me you didn't know there was a black speck missing out the group? Nobody was searching for him at 7 o'clock. Yeah, shit's not adding up. No, my mom always had a rule. If ain't no black folks going, you ain't going either. Because we can never trust them to look out for us. I'm not blaming anybody for this shit, but things are not looking right. Once again, my prayers go out to the family and the friends of Nolan Xavier Wells. I'm waiting on the identification.
Okay, they said they have identified him, but okay. We still here. Hold on, we got somebody else in the back. Hey, Taj, how you doing?
Hey, Michelle, how you doing?
Good. What would you like to talk
Okay.
about?
Now I feel bad because I don't want to bring no negative energy. Michelle, don't get mad what I'm about to say, but I just want to know how long is this mess been going with you and TS Madison?
Ain't nothing going on with me and TS Madison.
I just want y'all. I don't because I'm still confused. I don't know why
Let
y'all going
me
back
just
and
say
forth.
this, and I say this all the time, and I don't, like I said, I don't know what he has said about me recently. I don't know. Only thing I know is that I came to the internet last Monday to clear up misconceptions that he put out there that my name was in that restraining order, and it was not. And I showed the actual receipt of the restraining order that was filed with the court. I don't care that he posted was a draft or whatever it was. It wasn't an official court document, and so he had all of his followers coming to my page telling me, "You going to jail if you talk about the DL whisper. You gonna do this. You gonna do that." So again, I don't have no beef with TS Manhands. What I do is I'm gonna report what's true versus what's false. I am gonna report the news, and he can't stop me from reporting. You know what I'm saying? And so because he can't stop me from reporting, he feels the ways, and he gonna continue to feel the ways because he ain't gonna never shut me up. So there's that.
I don't know. I just think it's gone too far. I
I mean,
did
what's too
see.
far? He put my phone number on the internet 8-9 years ago. That was too far. He had all of his followers calling me on the phone. That was too far. He had people showing up at my house. That was too far. So what's too far?
No, see,
I
I
don't
don't know
have
what they
no
about.
beef with him. Only thing see
Well,
the
I
thing
do know.
is
I
a lot
mean,
of people come
all
in the
the
middle. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no. So no, what I was saying was with TS because I'm the fish thing used to bother me a little bit. But I have gay friends, so I kind of get it. So I really don't care. I know every woman don't feel that way. Some women feel offended. Some women don't. It's just a term of endearment to me.
Mm.
Because I just know. I mean, I'm from up north, so that's just kind of what they do. But like, the name calling, they calling you names, you misgendering them. It just goes
I
too
haven't
far. And then,
misgendered anybody.
well, when you say he, that is kind of misgendering. I mean, yeah, I
How
mean
is it
you and your.
misgendering him when he said he's male? How is it misgendering him?
I never heard her call herself that.
Oh,
I've
well,
never heard
I
her
mean,
call her,
listen, I don't listen to him. Only thing I know is when we went to
and
court,
I
when
and
I
I
had my
don't either. So
restraining
let me.
order, when I had my restraining order against him, the judge said, he hasn't earned my respect. Let's just say that. And respect is earned,
Right.
not given. And so I don't have to call him a her because I don't respect him. Period. I don't know him and I don't have to. It is what it is. So if anybody feels a way about me calling that man a him, then I don't know what to tell you. But I do respect transgender people who respect me. It is what it is. So there's that.
You don't
And
think
he's been
other
calling
because
me
you
apes, monkeys, and gorillas and everything else. And as a black person, how are you not offended? Are you black?
wait who call you? Who's that? Who call you an ape and a
Oh, you never
gorilla?
heard T.S. Madison call me a gorilla? You never heard that?
Well, let me say I don't really pay attention. I'm not that. I see clips here and
Oh,
there. Every once in a
Oh,
while, I
okay.
may see what's that show that her and Craig got? It's a
I
little
wouldn't.
some kind of show. It's some show.
I
Anyway,
don't know.
I listen to them sometime on the. First, they've done it for like 5 hours. I can't do no 5 hours live,
Uh-huh.
but sometimes I just get on there every once in a while. I did happen to see when they were reading that credit report, but I don't really consider that doxing because they didn't post anything. They did
You
read
don't
they
consider
were,
it doxing. If they was reading your credit report, would you consider it doxing?
but we didn't know who it was. It was no, it
We did
was
know who it
identified
was.
like.
I proved we knew. You know how we knew who it was? Because TS
But no, no, no,
Madison
no, no, no,
posted.
no.
Wait. I'm telling you, you got to
Go
use your
ahead, go
context
ahead.
clues. You got to use your context clues. On the show, TS Madison said they got a 300 and something dollar car, no blah blah blah. Right? They was talking
Hmm.
him and his sidekick. Then TS Manhands goes and posts on his Facebook a picture of the car that drove past his house and said you paid 300 and some 70 something dollars for this. So if he wasn't talking about him, how did he connect him to that?
But is that really doxing though? That's
Yes,
doxing
yes.
to me is actually posting
Doxing is
like
using your personal information for
name,
malicious purposes.
identifying.
Doxing is using your personal information for malicious purposes. Craig doxed me, put my personal email address all over his social media and had all his
Yeah, I
people.
saw you post that
So I
earlier.
mean,
Yeah.
so yes, that's doxing. Yes, it's doxing. If somebody pulls your credit report without a legal reason, yes, it's doxing. Yes, because they have no business having anybody's credit report. Yours, his, anybody.
Oh my
So
lord,
if I
y'all.
pulled T.S. Madison's credit report, would it be doxing? If I sat here
I
and
thought
read,
I thought doxing was actually posting someone's a personal information and that identifies them like a name, phone number,
that's a
email,
that's
like
a that's a
you
part
know.
of doxing, using somebody's personal information for malicious purposes. That doesn't mean you have to post it publicly. You can pull it. If you took my
Okay, then
personal information.
let me play devil advocate here. So when you when you were showing who house was that you showing, was that Funky House? Who house was that?
Yeah, I
That's
showed
not,
it Junkie's house, but he posted that on social media. I showed it. Yeah.
so that's not doxing.
How is it doxing? He posted it. He posted it publicly on social media. What's
So
doxing?
wait, were you showing his video or was it from like Zillow or
No,
something?
it was his video or his real estate
Oh,
agent.
okay, okay, okay.
Mhm.
See, I don't keep up with all the mess that y'all be got going on. I just think
Yeah,
he
it's
sounds like
fine.
he's a.
Whatever you feel is fine. I really don't care because I'm gonna still talk about him.
Never shit. I said don't get offended. I'm not on nobody's side because I don't care.
You're not on
I don't
nobody's
keep
side.
up
How do you
enough.
feel as a black? Wait. How do you feel as a black woman, a man in a wig calling black women gorillas? How do you feel about that?
No, I never heard that. I will be offended as a black person, not even just as a woman, as a
Okay,
black person, because
right,
that's
right. You would be offended,
yeah. No,
right?
I will be offended.
And you've never heard
Absolutely.
T.S. Man has called me a gorilla.
No, see, I don't watch. I don't keep. I don't follow. I don't even follow
But that's the
TS
point.
or any of
But
them.
how are you having an opinion if you don't know the facts?
So it's like, cause I see clips here and there. I do watch periodically, but I'm not on their 5 hour live. Them lives be super long. Like I'll get in there for maybe like 30, 40 minutes, listen to what they gotta say. And then I'm like, oh, like for you instance, I'll get on listen to you for like maybe like 30 minutes. I'm not on the live the whole entire time. I do see what's like even with Sharrell. Like I say, I feel like Sharrell jumping in. Now she's trying to, I feel like she want attention. I feel like that was so unnecessary for her to even jump in and give her little 2 cents because it has
How
nothing to do
was
with
it
her.
unnecessary? I appreciated that because at the end of the day, they're jumping in to T.S. Man's beef. You see all the gay men that are dragging me on his behalf. So why can't women support each other?
Oh my Lord. Who
Woman,
so more
you're a
you got
woman,
additional
right? You are
people?
a woman. Am I assuming correctly that you're a woman? Because I
Who
don't
you
know.
referring? Who you referring to me?
Yeah.
Yes, I literally just
Okay,
said that
so
when I
I
got on
don't
the.
know. I don't have a picture of you. I haven't seen. I just want to be clear, okay? Because some transgenders sound like women. We don't know, so I had to ask.
Okay, that's
So
okay.
if
That
you're a woman, you're a black woman. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you cherish the fact or champion the fact that black women are supportive of each other? I appreciate Sharrell. I appreciate Tashke. I appreciate whoever
no.
supports me.
When I mentioned Sharrell, what I've seen is these YouTube beefs create people jump on different sides, and everybody. To me, it's to gain more attention on their, I guess, their channels. So let me jump in this beef so I can get more attention or get traction, or
What is beef?
it's almost like gaining clout off of other YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people make videos about Funky and
Well,
to try to get Funky, they create a
I
beef
can
with Funky,
disagree
but
because
Funky doesn't go back and forth with anybody. So it's really
that's what
pointless
you
to do it
think.
with him.
You think Junkie don't go back and forth, but Junkie does a lot of things, but he does a lot.
Okay, I've never seen him make any videos about it. I mean, back in the day when he used to cut up, but
Mm,
lately I haven't seen him
mm.
make any videos about any other YouTubers.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. It's
But
just
you
it's just
seen
like
every
the
video he's ever made. You watched every video. You know
no,
everything.
like Michelle,
See,
no.
that's what I'm
I honestly,
saying. You keep saying what people don't do, and you don't even watch all the videos. How do you know what people don't do?
girl, I got a life. Ain't nobody about to be watching all these damn
Well,
YouTube
how
videos.
are you having an opinion about stuff you don't even know about?
Michelle, I think I see enough to
You
have an
think you see,
informal
but
opinion.
you're not seeing the evidence that I didn't ask you. You ain't even seen him calling me a gorilla. So how you got an opinion?
And no, I haven't. I have not. Will me. I have not seen that. That is offensive as
Okay,
a black person and as a woman. Somebody call. I
I
would
don't
be
think you would.
highly
Uh,
offended, honestly.
Hold on, here's a clip. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah,
I
let
don't know
me
if I can.
see.
I just had that when I was talking about. I don't really want to pull up his stuff. I could just pull up my stuff. Hold on. Because he calls me McGilla Gorilla everywhere. Mm,
Now I heard Claudia say stuff.
Claudia has said
Referring
stuff
to
too,
you.
but it is what it is. Hold on. There it is right there. Don't call black women gorillas. Hold on. Someone who is filled with self-hate, who does not like dark-skinned people, will call a black person a gorilla. They did it to Michelle Obama. They did it to Barack Obama. They do it to Serena Williams. They did it to me. Hell, TS Madison sat right next to Candy Burris on the Candy Burris Speak on his show and called me Magilla Gorilla.
Tasha K. I'm gonna name names. Tasha K. Magilla.
And Candy Burris, a black woman herself, didn't say not one word to that man in a wig about it. I was so disappointed in Candy Burris. I don't even have no beef with Candy Burris. Okay. I am just like, how is it that it's okay for all this anti-black rhetoric to go on? But as soon as some Caucasian Karen come up to you and say you chipping out, then you gonna get offended. But y'all do it to each other. Y'all sit there and allow us to do it to each other. I have never in my entire life called a black person a monkey or a gorilla. And as a black person myself, I would never say anything like that. And I'm just sitting here like, wow, the internet is a strange place. The internet is the Wild West. We really hate each other. Black people really hate each other. And y'all sit here and like, I'm hating on them because I read court documents. I report on things that's been reported in the court doc. I give my opinion about the court documents. Then all of a sudden, she can't stand Kenya. She can't stand Candy. She can't stand TS Hands. She can't stand this. She can't stand it. Now, who besides someone who? There you go. I mean, that was just a clip.
But that speak on it with Candy.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing, but he said something about McGilla Gorilla Child.
Okay. Candy didn't say
But
anything about
he
that.
says it on his channel often, from what I've heard, and he says
I'm
it other
surprised Candy
places as well.
didn't say anything.
Mhm.
Since it was on her platform.
Well, it
Well,
is what
Michelle,
it
don't
is.
go back and forth with them, girl. Don't let them get. Don't let. I
I'm
mean,
not
I know
going back and
sometimes you
forth with them,
can.
but here's the thing, friend. I mean, listen, as a woman, as a strong black woman, as a woman with a platform and a woman with a voice, I will
Mhm.
never, ever allow anybody to tell me what I can and cannot talk about. So, if you are a
Right.
member
No,
of the
I agree with
Junkie
that.
Bunch, if you are a member of the Man Hands crew, if you are a member of any of those people, the one thing you need to tell them is to stop telling me what not to talk about, because when you tell me what not to talk about something, I'm going to keep talking about it. So just like Junkie sent his whole people, she talking about the townhouse that's been 10 years ago. It's my story to tell. I write it in my memoirs. I talk about it whenever I feel triggered. I was there. I smelled the stench of the shit on my hardwood floors. I saw the piss that soaked through to the subflooring. I was there. Okay. So I'm getting triggered again just thinking about it. So
Oh
anytime,
Lord.
somebody stops you from speaking, I have a voice. I'm never gonna not speak. Ever.
No, I
Ever.
agree. I agree with that.
Oh.
I agree. Just don't let nobody take you out of character. You know what I'm
I
saying?
won't
It's
have
just
you seen me out of
yeah.
character? Do I be sitting up here ranting and raving about TS man hands? Or do he be ranting and raving about me? There's a difference. Does he be talking about my
Hmm.
vagina and how I smell and my womb and who I'm fucking and all that? Or I don't do that about him because I don't have a clue, nor do I care. So
Yeah, I do. You know what? That I don't like because I know what was that? What was that other little guy that used to produce on that show? I can He got that like a gray little. He had like a
I
how
don't know.
the
I
MC
don't talk
Hammer.
about none
But anyway,
inconsequential
yeah. But
people.
anyway, yeah. One of them made a
Mhm.
comment or something, and I didn't like that. I thought it was just offensive.
And he's Junkie Dineva's ass liquor. So I mean, why wouldn't he support
Yeah, I
his
just
boss?
yeah, I just didn't like that. That was
And you
offensive.
notice
But I
these
just
are all gay men. Except for Claudia, but she's male identified. But these are
yeah.
all
Oh
gay
what? Okay.
men.
Well, what's going on with you and Clark? I mean, was it because when Funky got
But
on
here
the
I'm
Foxhole?
listen, when you are a truth teller, people don't like you. Okay. I have been
Mm-hmm.
blogging since 2007, straight from the A.com. You can Google it, it's still online today. When Claudia was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I was the person that exposed that she said colorist comments back in the
Oh, I
day.
remember
And
you
she
said that. Yeah, I remember you
couldn't
said
see
that.
black people in the dark. She said she called her ex-boyfriend a monkey, ape, or gorilla. And then the fact that she has a white mother, those are racist tropes that shouldn't be coming from a biracial woman that was birthed from a white womb. Okay. I said that, I meant it, and I still say it. When she was into it with Omarosa, she said Omarosa was a house slave or something. She said she's made so many colorist remarks toward black people, even if you don't like the black people that she talks about. She talked about Candace Owens nappy hair. You know what I'm saying? Like little stuff like that. Like call her out about it. And then she had the nerve to say I was lying. Again, I'm the type of person, I'm a Leo. Okay. If you say I'm lying, I'm gonna sit here and prove to you that I'm not. Even though I don't have to. Okay. I'm gonna pull the receipts. I'm gonna make you look like an ass. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I've done to TS Madison. That's what I'm doing to Claudia. That's what I did to Junkie Dineva, and it is what it is. One thing that y'all who come over here to defend these people should do, y'all should tell
Don't
these
say
people
y'all, Michelle. Don't say y'all.
alone.
I'm not defending nobody.
Okay, but I'm just saying the people who do be in my comments defending these people, the one thing y'all should do, you need to leave Michelle alone because she gonna pull them receipts on your ass. That's what you need to be
I-
saying in the comment section instead of telling me not to talk about somebody. You need to leave Michelle alone. You know she gonna pull the receipts. You need to leave Michelle alone. You know she gonna go back in that archive. You need to leave her alone. Okay. So if they left me alone, I wouldn't be talking about them right now. I'd be talking about Shamea Morton and what she said on the red carpet or something, child. But it is what it
yeah,
is.
yeah. I think everybody needs to stick with the content. Just stick to just making like regular content instead of all these beats and stuff going back and forth because it gets old. After it actually
But
gets
we're
really
not
old just
going back
hearing.
and forth unless you're bouncing from channel to channel because I'm not going over there.
Well, you hear. I mean, I was listening to Sharrell today, and she was talking. I'm like, well, what is going on? Honestly, I got a lot of stuff from Sharrell early because I was on her and Perry's live earlier.
Okay.
So I just heard Sharrell
Yeah, I
talking
saw
about it earlier.
Sharrell earlier too. That's how I found out that that other man was talking about me. But I'm not
I
fighting
don't
no
even
man.
know. Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I
I
am a
heard. I don't even know
whole
who that
woman
is.
with a vagina that y'all say stink. Okay, a whole woman, not half, not
And
partial.
that's what.
And so, because I'm a whole woman, I'm not gonna sit here and battle back and forth with no nigga. I'm not.
Right. No, I don't
Even if
blame. I
they
don't
want
blame
lipstick,
you.
lipstick, I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm going to say what my truth is and move on. I'm not going to call you no names. I'm not going to talk about your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother. I ain't going to do all that. It is what it is.
Yeah, because
So,
when Cheryl was talking about this other person, I'm like, well, who else Michelle got into it? Because every time around, somebody been trying to into it with
but they try
Michelle. So
to
what is going
they try to
on?
make me the victim because they want me to be bad, the bad person so bad. Because I been called out the fact that all they do is drag black women. Now they try to act like I drag black women. But see the difference between me talking about black women and them talking about black women, I'm a member of the club. That's just like white people can't say the N-word, okay? And we as black people can, but we shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. I'm
Mhm.
I'm a member of the woman club. I can talk about women. Y'all can't.
Right.
I can talk about what I feel is disappointing, but even when I talk about women, I'm not talking about they vagina stank and they this and they ugly and they fat and they old. I don't use those terms against people. But apparently being old is something they don't want to be. I guess they feel like they're gonna die pretty soon because they will want to be old at some point. They
You
will
would
want to.
think.
I mean, I'm very
Yeah.
healthy. Okay, they talk about my weight and all that, and I'm fat and this and the third. That must mean I'm eating kind of good. Okay, you will want to have a little bit of weight on you. You don't want to waste away and be skin and bones. Okay, so I don't know what the
Well, first of
problem
all,
is.
you're not fat. You're average black woman. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay,
don't
I'm
even.
not fat at all,
Yeah,
honey.
but that's why
No,
some
they have
stuff is just
seen
it's just
people have
unnecessary.
seen
It's
my curvaceous body, honey. I'm not fat at all. Ask the
I've seen
men,
pictures
honey.
of you. Yeah, I've seen pictures posted of you.
So,
I've
it
seen
is
pictures
what
of
it
you.
is.
But yeah,
And,
Michelle,
and,
I
and
didn't come.
that's what's so crazy to me. TS Manhans is constantly over there comparing himself to me. I'm not sitting up here comparing myself to him ever. So
Yeah, I don't
he constantly talk about my body, talk about my weight, talk about my this, talk about my face, talk about my hair, talk about my makeup. I'm not sitting here comparing myself. There's no comparison, whether I have makeup, a wig on or not.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Michelle. I wouldn't even get because Michelle, there's nothing wrong with your body. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with you at all, from what I can see. I mean, I haven't seen you in person, but I mean, you look like a nice looking black woman. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, but
That's my.
we gotta call a spade a spade. Like
Oh
when you go
Lord,
to
there
the
goes Ray.
doctor and stuff, they're not going to say okay, because I'm built. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to say, oh, you healthy. They're going to say you're obese. Most of us are obese, believe it or not. Like it's
Mhm.
obese, but we look at it like it's not. I like thick people. You know what I'm saying? So, but the doctor is going to say obese because you got to be like 110 pounds, unfortunately.
That is true. That is true. Yeah,
So
Mm,
that's true.
it's
Especially
not
black people.
yeah black people I
okay.
think it's an America thing though. Americans,
Yeah, we just have a
Hmm
everybody
lot of
want to
food
eat
here, and with
unhealthy.
with the FIFA World Cup, you saw all the people from all over the world talking about our food in Atlanta and stuff, and how much food they get for a little bit of money, and that's why we fat.
I mean, it's true
I
though.
do.
It's true. But I want to get back to what the caller was saying. I say you kind of tired of hearing Michelle talk about TS Madison and stuff and using that black woman stuff.
Well, I didn't say I was tired of hearing. I was telling Michelle, don't let it get to her. I was tired of her talking about it. Don't bring it. Don't let stuff bring her to character. Is basically what I was saying. Because
Thank
I'm
you.
not on nobody's side. I brought it up before Michelle. She get feisty when you bring this stuff up, and I'm not really on anybody's
No,
side.
no, no. But I have to explain sometimes because what y'all don't see is what bothers me the most. It's the bullying, it's the gang stalking, it's those types of things that they are capable of. They send their entire platform over to say humiliating things about me in my DMs, to talk about my vagina, to call me a gorilla, to do all these, and they do it all the time up under all of my posts in my DMs. It's grown ass gay men saying all these negative things about me. So of course, when I get on my platform and talk about, I just talk. I mean, I don't, I pray for the Lord to order my steps, and whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. I don't like think about what I'm gonna say. And that's my problem sometimes.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
it is what it is. So of course I get triggered about a lot of this stuff. I'm I'm
but
I'm
I
human.
want
I'm
to
a woman,
okay,
so yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I want to get to the doxing stuff on when you said that was doxing that the somebody was doxing the DL what's his name, DL whatever his name is. You said he got doxed of his
You want
credit
me to show
report.
you when he got doxxed? I'll show you when he
the
got doxxed.
deal
No,
with you
yeah,
for the credit
I'll show you
report.
exactly when he
but
got doxxed
I
because I
couldn't
have
kind
the
of understand
receipts.
what the caller was saying. Like, how's that doxing by showing your credit report?
You
I
would you
thought
want somebody to
doxing.
pull your credit report?
I
They didn't
got A1
show it.
That's
credit,
They were reading it. They didn't show anything. They were reading. And
but wait,
but
when
I'm gonna
when
but
you
show
li-
you why.
but
Hold
the DL
on.
Whisper went to his house though. You don't go to nobody's house if you ain't
Yeah,
knocking
that
on
was
that
yeah,
after
door.
the
that's
fact, and I
violating.
agree.
That's violating.
I agree with all of that. I do.
Do you really agree with it?
I do, but I feel like TS did a lot too. TS isn't a
But
victim. That's all I'm saying.
you can't
You
call a
don't
spade a
do
spade.
something to someone to provoke them, and then when they react, act like, oh my God, I can't
She
believe.
provoked him to come to her house.
He reacted, and look where
Yes,
he
he
at
reacted
today.
because he saw that
And
TS
look where he
Manhands
at
had
right
posted
now.
had
Ain't
his
he in
credit
jail right
report, so he
now?
got in his feelings.
Ain't
Hold
he
on,
in
let me
jail right
listen to
now?
this.
Oh,
Listen
that's
to this.
T.S.
okay.
Madison versus the DL Whisperer and how it all began. Now, I've covered the fact that
Gotta
the
make this
DL
fast.
Whisperer provided commentary on T.S. Madison's appearance on the Nene Leakes show, just like everyone else. However, the DL Whisperer's message did not vibe with T.S. Madison's message of trans women are the same as biological women. Now, because of that, T.S. Madison sought to target the DL Whisperer because of his message. The DL Whisperer's accounts were flagged, several of them were deleted, and he was subsequently doxxed on TikTok, where his actual government name was exposed. That was just the beginning, as the DL Whisperer also exposed T.S. Madison's business partner, Dominique Morgan. They all gathered together and decided to target him. Now, in doing so, several things happened. The DL Whisperer's social security number was exposed along with his government name, and T.S. Madison actually read his credit report on live. Here's where it gets real. I don't like the Doxxing shit. Right. But don't you ever once think that because you sitting on time or something, you don't look me up and you don't research me. Like I don't have a file, like I don't have your file on my desk too. I just don't be online doing that. Yeah. Because and it's really illegal to do that. It is. Because I know the dangers of that. Yeah. I don't have no malice and ill in my heart towards people like that to be. And I'm telling you, I get girls home. I can scroll up and show you a girl's credit report. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. And I'm like, girl, I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even do this to you because I wouldn't even delve. Oh no. Count that aside, it's like. Count that it's white. Girls talking about properties and shit that they own ain't nowhere on their credit report. Ain't nowhere on it. All I see is judgments. And I'm just like, girl, swipe. It's so much to swipe, girl. Not a $62,000 balance. Is that that? I'm like, girl, with a $371 monthly payment, you'll never finish paying that off. Now, the $371 monthly payment is where this all connects. Now, T.S. Manhands did not say a name. However, the receipts are receipting. While T.S. Madison and his online partner both agreed that pulling someone's credit report was illegal, they subsequently read said person's credit report on their live stream. Stay tuned. Wait a minute. I'm going to show you where it connects. Hold on. That was what number? This is where it connected. Hold on. Okay, welcome back to part 4. Wait a minute. Let me see. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Why I say it won't play? Hold on. Because I had showed where TS actually. Okay, welcome back to part 4 of this T.S. Madison DL Whisperer drama. I've gone through part 1 where it started. I've gone through part 2, the bullying and harassment of a fellow content creator. I've gone through part 3, the doxing of a fellow content creator, where they actually T.S. Madison and his co-host actually read the DL Whisperer's credit report on their YouTube show. And now here we are at part 4. Now, I know a lot of people seem to think that I am Team DL Whisperer and that I am the savior of him. I am not. I have said it not once, not twice, but 3 times. These are 2 men fighting. And my mama always told me, don't get between 2 niggas fight. Okay. Let these niggas fight. However, as a content creator myself, I find it interesting. You know, I provide commentary and I am commentating on this beef because it is really intriguing. Okay. It's really intriguing. Now, there are some people in my comment section who have also said that, that I need to save him, or that I should put money on his books, or that, you know, Tasha K needs to go save, whatever. Here's the thing. How is it always doubling back to it's the black woman's responsibility? The DL Whisperer got online. He talked about what he felt was information that women needed. Okay. He was pro-woman, pro-biological woman. As far as I could tell, I don't know the man from a can of paint. However, it seems like when I see commentary about him, everyone is like, well, the gays. Let me be correct. The gays are upset with him for talking about it. And they're not only upset with him. No. They're upset with us women who, you know, liked his content, which is weird to me because, again, it all falls back to us. Okay. It all falls back on the black woman need to save these black men, but these two men fight, let them fight. Okay. I'm not getting in the middle of the fight. I'm just providing commentary. After TS Madison read the DL Whisperer's credit report online, he crashed out. He didn't find out till 2 days later, I don't think. TS Madison and his co-host streamed that video that I showed y'all of him talking about the credit report. Hold on. Let me show you.
Bitch, it's gonna be. I don't like the doxing shit. Right. But don't you for once think that because you sit on top of something, you done look me up and you done research me. Like I don't have a file, like I don't have your file on my desk too. I just don't be online doing that. Yeah. Because and it's really illegal. I wouldn't even do this to you because I wouldn't even dare.
Now remember, the $371 payment is crucial to this story, but I'm gonna get there in a minute. Now, after TS Manhands and his co-hosts read that on their platform, the DL Whisperer got word of it and he crashed out.
Somebody gonna tell TS Madison when he heard that Red Ruby the Sleeves bumping in his motherfucking neighborhood and he wouldn't come outside. That was me.
Y'all have already heard the crash out. I don't have to play the whole thing. The boy drove around T.S. Madison's house screaming, bumping Red Ruby the Sleeves, and saying that he wanted to K-I-double-L Mr. Manhands. Okay. And yeah, it was a very, very distinct crash out. However, it was because T.S. Madison started it.
Exactly. Craig was sitting right there with his hookah. Like, who is this man? And then he always said, bitch, that wasn't no motherfucking skit hoe.
Now, as you can see, he references Craig reading the credit report that I just showed you earlier. But here is what ties it all together. Because I know y'all like, well, T.S. Manhands didn't say anybody's name.
Not a $62,000 balance. Is that? I'm like, girl, what a $371 monthly payment. You'll never finish paying that off.
Can you imagine if somebody was reading your credit report online and you knew they was reading your credit report and you knew that this gang of thieves actually had your motherfucking social security number and they already accused of thieving and stealing and fraud and all other kind of things they've been accused of? Can you imagine? Isn't that a form of identity theft? But hold on. Here is the thing that ties it all together. See the date of this? January 23rd, 2026. This was the day of the crash out. T.S. Manhands posted what he said was the DL Whisperer's car, and he also put up here the Whispering Woods. This was on Twitter. Hold on, I'm not finished. He also shared the same image on Facebook, and then he said $371 ? Monthly ? For this? Why you ain't buy this cash, niece? Now, for those of you who are saying that there's no way, we don't know that TS was reading his credit report. Or have y'all heard of context clues? The receipts are receipting. The evidence is there. I don't know if I'm going to come back for a part 5, but I put it all there in black and white. Now, was he wrong for going over there? Absolutely. But the thing is, T.S. Manhands is playing police-ass games. The DL Whisperer didn't get arrested for going over there. No. The DL Whisperer got arrested because T.S. Madison claimed that him reposting Tasha K's post where she was about to drag T.S. Madison was in violation of the restraining order. I get it. It's all fun and games. I get it. Who made the best man win? I get it. However, I just wanted y'all to have the facts of who started what, who was antagonizing who in the beginning. How did it all begin? Now, don't cry now because this man has approached you when you were being all manly and posting his credit report all online. Because if it were a woman, T.S. Manhands would have definitely start spewing that violent rhetoric that he always does. Anyway, signing off.
Tap that slide.
Okay, well,
there you go. Y'all still there? Hello?
I'm here.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm woke now.
Welcome back, Dre.
Ooh, that was a lot. But Michelle, see, I can't be watching all that. That's a lot.
Yeah, that was a little too. That was a little too much.
I like receipts though. I mean, I get it. It's a lot, but
Michelle,
my
you should have
thing
been a
is,
lawyer.
I should have been, but I'm too lazy to go to law school. But
You
yeah,
should have definitely been a
I'm a
lawyer.
blogger. I'm a journalist. I have a media company, straight from the A.com. This is all I have done since 2007. Now,
But can I say
don't
one
act
thing,
like I'm
Michelle?
just here running my mouth with no experience of this. Like, this is
Michelle,
what
my
I do.
client would like to talk.
Can I say one thing?
Sure, go ahead.
I absolutely got the contact clues, and it made sense what you're saying. But let me say one thing. I really think he doxed himself. He doxed himself by
Exactly.
getting online, talking about, "Oh, you read my credit report," and then
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
know, with her posting the $300, yeah, that's kind of like, okay, yeah, but you would have to put all that together. But I think he doxed himself.
Right.
That's what I think.
Well, TS Manhan stalked himself then.
No. You don't ride past nobody's house if you not.
Michelle,
He made a whole video to my road past your house. Why you
But
blowing the
riding
horn?
past somebody's house one time does not a stalk
Michelle,
make.
if I'm
If
riding
it
past
was
your
a
house,
one,
you
like,
knocking on the
wait.
door
If
to
it was
fight.
a woman, let me lay this out on the line, honey. If it was a woman, we would have to gather proof that there was a system, a series of events that happened that made this a stalking event. A series of phone calls, a series of drive-bys, all of the above. But one drive-by does not a stalking make. But I'm not his attorney or
But you
nothing.
driving past somebody's house blowing the horn. Why don't you park
TS
and,
drove past my house. Should he
and
be in jail?
Michelle? But didn't you drive past his house with
I
Andrew
did
Collins?
not. I have never been. I have never been to that nigga house, and nor would
That's
I
what the
want
word
to.
on the street. Andrew Collins had a
That's what
picture,
he said. That's
but it
what
was a
he
picture
wanted
on his
his followers
block.
to believe. But if I had been by his house, wouldn't he have the same video that he had of the DL
Michelle,
whisper?
why was you
Where's
on
the
his
proof?
block though?
Where's the proof besides his mouth? Where
It
is
was
the
the
proof?
picture. You and Andrew was in a picture, and y'all was
Child,
at the
me
corner of
and
his
Andrew
block.
did not go to that man's house. Why do you?
I'm just asking a question. That's what
I answered the question, Dre. I answered the question.
So it's an
but
AI
Michelle,
picture.
It wasn't no AI. Me and Andrew was in the car together and we went to eat, but we didn't go to TS Manhan's house.
But
We
then you
went to
go.
the OLG gang in Camp Creek. That ain't nowhere near
But
TS
then you
Madison
and
house.
Andrew go to Conyers.
No, we didn't. We went to Camp Creek. We saw Aunt Nora. We ate. We went to see Kaya at the Ivory.
And
And
what
that's
did you?
it.
Excuse me, Object. What did you and Andrew do after you
Man,
left OLGA? Where did you and Andrew go?
we went to see Kaya next. And that's online
So
too.
where did the picture come from when you was on his block in Conyers?
There is no picture of me on nobody's block, nigga. What is you talking about?
Michelle, Andrew Cowell had a picture,
No,
and
he did.
he said TS
Well, if he
Madison,
had
we
a
on
picture,
your
it was
block.
AI. Andrew Conway ain't had no picture of
AI
nothing.
wasn't out at the time.
AI been out, Dre. What are you talking about?
Nah, it just seems a little suspicious.
Okay.
Y'all
Michelle,
driving
you so
past that
funny.
man block like that. Leave that man alone.
All right. Anything else you want to say before I go?
Well, I'm done, Michelle. Michelle, just keep up the good work. I do enjoy your commentary. I really do.
I
I
appreciate
do
it,
enjoy your
Todd. I mean,
and let me
include
say,
everybody. Don't talk
wait.
about
Let
nobody.
me say one more thing. Let me say because I see the comments coming and people telling me, "Oh, girl, bye, let me go sleep." I'm not a fan of nobody
You don't
like
have
that
to
because
explain to these people. Don't
no,
explain
I'm
nothing to
just
these people.
yeah because I see him in the
Don't
comments because
explain nothing to these people.
let me
Dre,
say
you
one
be
thing,
Don't
Dre.
explaining
say
to these people.
nothing. Let them
Let
believe
her
what they want to
explain. You be
believe.
explaining. Go ahead, Todd. What you say?
I see. I'm gonna be honest. I'm TS. She brags too much. That's why I can't really watch her channel like that. It is. I don't mind people, you know, talking about what they have and where they come from. I mean, that's good, but it just comes off as bragging, and that's why I can't really like watch a lot of the commentary. That's why I only can watch maybe like 30 minutes, and then I'm like, I'm done. I kind of check out. So I'm saying all that to say I'm not a fan of nobody. I just like to be fair. I just call it what I see. And with the that DO guy, whatever his name, to me, he doxed himself. I just think he doxed
Exactly.
himself.
Okay. If you say
And
so.
then you
Dre, you
called
so
like a couple
funny.
times before, right? You called before, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, yeah. And you have to continue to let Michelle know, like it's no ass kissing over here. We don't do that.
Yeah, I like Michelle though. But yeah,
She alright.
it's my opinion.
Dre, you kiss my ass every day. What you talking about?
I honestly don't.
I like Dre Michelle. Dre is so
Uh-huh.
funny to me. But Michelle, you guys have a good night. Thanks for letting me come up, Michelle. And Dre, you have a good
Thank
night as
you.
You
well.
too.
Thanks for calling, Todd. Appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye. I love the discourse. Except Dre, what do you want?
Michelle, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
You can't hear me?
Oh my
Good.
God. Here we go with this. I
Good. Okay, what happened now? What y'all talking about in this chat? What did I want to? I wanted to play something before I left. What was I about to play? Lord, hold on. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. Oh, I was going to talk about Shamea. That's what I was going to talk about. Shamea. Shamea was on at the Essence Festival, child. And and D over there at the neighborhood talk asked her if she felt like she was a victim of colorism. And I'm like, I know they be watching. I know they be watching me, child. I showed they be watching me because I said it and I meant it and I ain't taking it back.
This is a
Okay.
big one for me because
Here's what Shamea said. Shout out to D over there at the neighborhood talk. It says Shamea Morton on whether fans are reaching by saying she's a victim of colorism. It says colorism from the cast. I feel like she's a victim of colorism by the fans. That's just my opinion. Because I feel like y'all are harsher on her than other people. And Shamia says, I'm just happy people are opening their eyes to try to understand I'm not a victim. Okay. Now hold on. Let's hear.
fans have definitely come to your defense online a lot this season, and there has been a debate that it could be colorism. I know you may or may not have seen those comments, but because you're in that seat, do you feel like it could be colorism, or do you feel like that's a reach?
I just, like I said, I think if you treat people with kindness, it should be reciprocated. And oftentimes we don't see that. I mean, heck, I've been taking it on the chin from fans, since I joined the cast. So it's just nice to finally see that people are seeing things from my POV. Because, there's always your truth, their truth, and then the real truth. I'm just happy that people are even opening up their eyes to actually see and try to understand it. Because hell, I was like, I'm like, what is happening? Why is it happening? And why me? I'm not a victim, but it's like, well, okay, why not me? I just hope that at some point we can get to a space where we're all one cohesive group and there's no division. That's my goal.
Okay. There's that. Y'all said some of y'all say it is, some of y'all say it's not. I don't think it's colorism on the cast, but I do believe it's colorism amongst the fans. Now, as far as the cast is concerned, I think everybody is just following the leader. Everybody's just following Portia's lead, and Portia's acting like she's not a part of it. And it's teams. It's the cool kids versus the other side of the couch. But there's that. Hold on, you said she's not a victim of colorism. Period. It's a reach. She's just not likable. She is likable. I like her. What are you talking about? She's likable. She's very likable. Anyway, hello, Dre. Welcome back.
Yeah, did you hang up in my face or something?
No, you hung up because you couldn't hear.
Okay. I think you hung up because I wasn't even touching my phone, but no, she's not a victim. But Michelle, did you see how skinny Brandy got there?
No, I didn't.
And Monica is really strong. Her father just passed away and she performing already.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you must though
Yeah,
have your
Brandy is really thin.
yeah.
Huh?
Well, I don't I don't want to say it's Ozempic because but it might you just never know what's going on with her. But her head is look her head is real small and the body is real small. But she was kind of
She is little bitty. Look at them
yeah, like
arms.
what's going on?
I don't know.
And then you look at her when she was performing like a couple months ago, she was looking good. And now she need a burger.
Now she need a burger.
Yeah, she could really perform though. Monica don't know how to dance though.
You went to the Essence Festival?
No, 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 no. I never been to the Essence Festival before. But your caller was talking about Dirty December back the last live I called in, and I booked my ticket to Nigeria in December though. I'm going to
Oh.
Dirty December, whatever that is. But I was looking it up. It's kind of lit.
The people say Brandy always been thin.
Michelle, you could look at a video of her and Monica in concert. She was not that skinny. She have a little bitty head now.
Or maybe she went on a diet.
She didn't need to go on a diet. She was skinny then. Now she little. Like, I don't know if she's sick, but
Oh,
hopefully she's not. But you just never know. She in her 40s and
okay.
when was this? This was this Essence
This
Festival,
the
right?
Essence.
Yeah.
Yeah, she little bitty. She is a little bitty.
And I
Okay.
went out. I went to Plebis the other day in Alpharetta, and I guess T Boss live out there. She need to do what Brandy doing.
Oh
But see,
Lord.
T Boss is sick though
T-Boz
with sickle
has
cell.
a sickle cell.
Yeah, they got a cure for that now. But yeah, she I love T Boss too.
You what?
I love T Boss. See, look, that was Brandy a couple months ago, right?
I don't know. I think this was at Essence.
Well, she got braids in this video.
That's a wig, child.
Okay, okay. Michelle Obama was there too. That's why I thought you would be there.
Yeah, this at Essence.
Yeah, I thought you would be there. Why didn't you go?
Essence
Yeah, they changed. I heard.
has changed a lot, and at the risk of sounding homophobic and transphobic, I think it doesn't focus on black women anymore, and a lot of women seem to
Well,
feel ways
Brandy and
about
Monica
that.
was honored. I thought they was honored
They
at
were
Michelle.
honored at the Black Women in Music. There was an
Oh,
Aaliyah.
okay.
Like the
Okay. I thought you said.
performances were all great. If you making money from Essence,
I
then
thought you said
fine.
they
They
wasn't
on
focused on
stage.
women, but Brandy and
Huh?
Monica was honored, and who else was honored? Candy. Candy was honored, right? Right.
Yeah. Candy, Tamar,
I
Brandy,
think Tamar
Missy
Braxton was
Elliott.
just there. What was Tamar Braxton honored for?
Maybe she was just there then. I don't know.
I mean, she was in the line with them. And did you see how
Yeah,
Monica was
and
looking at
and
her?
Candy rolled her eyes.
No, that was Monica.
No, Candy did too.
She spoke to Candy.
Yeah, she spoke to Candy, and Candy, when she moved away, Candy rolled her eyes. It's going viral.
See, Monica a real one, because Monica didn't speak or nothing.
Yeah, Monica ain't gonna speak to
But
Tamar.
they was all ladies. I thought you just said they wasn't honoring women. That's what you just said 20 seconds ago. I mean, what do you want them to do? I mean, they was all honored. So how much honoring did you want them to do?
What are you talking about, Dre?
You just said the Essence Festival do not honor women. That's what you just said.
This wasn't the Essence Festival. This was a event that was during the Essence Festival.
Yeah, it
Essence
was part
Festival is
of
a
the.
weekend. I'm talking about the entire event. Okay. First of
Oh,
all, they have Target as one of their major sponsors, which I feel is a bit tone deaf because
just say you ain't had no money to go to the Essence Festival. Just
I
say
got
that.
plenty of money
Everybody
now.
who had money was at the
I
Essence
have plenty of
Festival. I
money.
mean, just
Everybody who
say
had money didn't go because my friends didn't go this year, and we have gone for 20 years of Essence, and
now
none of them went
you only
this
have
year.
3 friends.
Hold on. Look, there is and they said Candy roll her eyes right there. Tamar's Essence Fest encounter with Candy and Monica has fans decoding every reaction. So there's that.
But you talking about your friends, but ain't Big Boy your friends? He a real Trump supporter.
I don't care who people vote for. That's not my business. I don't care. If he wanted to vote for Trump, that's on him.
Okay, well, I was just asking, but anyway,
I'm
that's
sure
all I
you know a
wanted.
lot of people that voted for Trump. You
Yeah,
probably
I was
voted for him.
one.
I know you were. So why are you up here targeting somebody else that did if you did it?
You said he's your friend. I'm not your friend.
What is your purpose, Dre? What do you want?
No, I just want to say this before I go though, Michelle. I just want to say this. It's funny. I just don't. I don't like this stuff when people be like, "Oh, he's gay. He's this. He's so sassy." Michelle, he don't like Michelle. Michelle, stop. Hang up on him. You can hang up on him. We're sisterhood. You can hang up on him. He disrespects you. I don't know how I disrespect you, but that's what they say. I don't understand stuff like that. And then it's just like, sweetheart, you're not my preference. They're not my preference. So if I was gay or sassy or anything, you have nothing to do with it. Your name is not Lisa, Becky, or Megan, so you have nothing to do with it, Rashida. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say that. And disrespectful. Michelle, how do I disrespect you though?
Ask
Hello?
him.
I don't know. It's just I get tired of hearing Michelle hang up on him. And then Michelle, he don't need a co-host with you. I'm not nobody co-host. I mean, I would be a host, not a co-host peasant. I mean, it's just I don't know, Michelle. I just get tired of your audience. And they must be the new audience or something, because this is not the people. They have to be new. They have to be. Cause I cannot see these. Oh, when he come on, I leave, and they know exactly what I'm doing on your show. I thought you left.
Hmm.
They just don't know, Michelle. Like I could really I'm not gonna even say it.
What you could do?
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Say it.
Mm-mm. No, not at all.
Puppy dog bouncing in the box like this. Don't stop, bounce with it. Puppy dog bouncing in the box like this. Don't stop, bounce with it. You a good little puppy. You don't live on the street. You don't want no money. You want something to eat. Got your own water bowl. You don't need my drink. Take a shit.
Oh, you remember
And I
that?
want to
Ain't
say
that
one
your
more thing
song,
too.
Dre?
I want to say one more thing too. I was in
Uh-huh.
a room. I remember this years ago, right? Oh, he bald headed. He big. I never been bald headed. What are you talking about? We seen him on live. The nigga you seen was 50 years old. So if
They
I
ask
was
you, do you get paid to troll or do you do it for free?
he 50 years old. He was the dude you seen on live was 50 years old. So I guess this is years ago. So I'm about 60 now, huh? Y'all just be talking so much stuff. Like I could really go in on you. Like and then
And
Michelle,
walk off like your shit don't stink.
you
You
just
your
don't
own
know. I
boss.
get
You don't need
ID,
no leash. All your
address.
shots
Like
up to
you
date.
do
You ain't
not
got no
know.
fleece.
And you should see the people who be
Like you
talking
tryna
the
get free.
most stuff.
Little puppy, bouncing for me.
They
You
be
can hang with your girl or you
overweight
can chill with a tree. I can leave you in your
and
cage and you
everything.
won't even pee. You
Single,
can fetch a ball, but you ain't fetching for free. You can chill in the
casket
house, but we
ready,
love when we leave.
looking.
You a good puppy. You ain't sassy. You don't lick me in the face, that's nasty. Said you a good puppy. You ain't sassy. And you don't lick me in the face, that's
That's
nasty.
nasty.
Hey,
Hey, puppy dog bouncing in the box like this. Don't stop, don't
bounce
stop.
with it.
Let's get it.
Puppy dog
Puppy
bouncing in
dog
the
bouncing
box
in the
like
box like
this.
this. Bounce, Dre.
Bounce with it. Puppy dog bouncing in the house like this.
Bounce, Dre.
Don't stop, bounce
You
with
said
it.
what, Michelle?
You supposed to be bouncing.
I am bouncing, Michelle.
Oh,
I am bouncing.
okay. Oh well.
Michelle, why is this showing you twice?
It's showing me twice.
Never mind. But yeah, Michelle, that's all I wanted to let you know. I can hang myself up in the back because my phone. But I really do hope you have a good night, and I'm so tired of you peasants. I swear to God, swear to God. What's funny?
You let the people hurt your feelings.
No, it's not hurting my feelings. It's just like the stuff people be saying. I be like, dang, like yeah, I'm really like Michelle. He. You need to watch him, Michelle. Like I wouldn't trust him. We done heard that so many years.
Dre,
I
you've been
mean,
trolling me for 10 years. What's
what?
surprising me?
And
I ain't
nothing
worried
has
about you.
happened in 10 years. So what? Am I trying to make it to the big 20th year or something? Like, I don't know. But you know who cool though? Like, back in the COVID days, the people when we was in Discord, the ones I was cool with, seeing me, and we really be laughing at y'all. Like, but they cool though. They know who they are. But like, we really be laughing at y'all peasants. Like, for real. Like if you was in a Patreon back then when it was like lit. I don't know if is your Patreon still lit, Michelle?
Yeah, it sure is. You don't pay your $5 no more.
I don't know. I think Lucinda paid it for the next 10 years. I
No, she
don't
didn't.
know. She didn't.
No, she did.
Oh, okay. I know it used to be lit in there. Like it used to be lit,
It
and it
still
was like
is.
once you
They
got off of
probably in there
here,
right now. Let me go see.
and once you
What
got
happened?
off of here and went to Patreon, it used to be lit like on Patreon, like all the
Mm-hmm.
time. Now it's probably just like I don't know. I don't know if your Patreon lit or not, but it used to be lit. And we used to be in Discord, and I was showing my face. You guys didn't know that, did you? Right? You guys didn't know that, did you? You didn't know I was showing my face, right? And we was laughing. I was always on vacation, just like
Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Good night.
You
Hello?
still talking? I'm here.
Yeah, you muted me.
Oh, I didn't mute you. Keep talking.
Yeah, I was always on vacation, just like I'm always on vacation now. But now I'm kind of chilling though. My new high rise. This is my vacation. I'm living it. Like me and Lisa and Becky and Heather.
Okay.
Me and my bunnies. My Asian bunnies. We just
Mm.
be kicking it, and chilling. You know,
You and your lady boys.
that's so negative.
I
That's
didn't
so negative.
negative. I just asked the question.
Why would I be with a lady boy? See, that's typical black women. Typical black
You said
women.
your Asian buddies. That was the first thing I thought of was your lady boys.
Typical black women. This is what black women do. This is why y'all single and by yourselves. This is
This
exactly
is
why.
why. Okay. We don't want
Single
you,
black
so
women.
we good.
I don't want y'all.
What?
Y'all are not my preference. I told you that
Okay.
last
All
live.
right.
It's
Well,
not
go on
Gigi.
to your preference then.
Lisa is
Okay.
right on her way tonight.
All right. Thanks for
But Miss
calling.
Hill,
Good night.
I can hang
Huh?
myself up. You could put me in the back and hang myself
Well, you're
up
not
on the
doing it.
phone. You have to put me in the back for me to hang up.
Okay.
I can
All
hang
right.
myself
Bye,
up from
Dre.
my
Good
phone.
talking to you. All right. Good
Okay,
night.
bye.
Bye. It has been such a wonderful show. We talked about a lot of things. It was open topics, but I had to address whatever was going on with the trolls and the TS man hands and whoever else. I have no clue what he said. Don't particularly care, but I said what I said and I ain't changing. What else we talked about? We talked about the missing teen whose body was found. We talked about hold on, we talked about a lot of stuff, yeah. I have to put the timestamps in after the fact. Oh, we talked about the young lady who was called a chimp by an online job she was looking for. We talked about I forgot to talk about Peter Thomas. Y'all know Pete. Well, first of all, we had already confirmed that Peter was working on the show with Todd, right? So apparently, when Peter was or about to be released from the halfway house, he had to file documents about what his next project was going to be, and Peter was asking for permission to do reality television. So TMZ got a hold of those documents. And here is hold on. And TMZ reported what we had already reported that Peter Thomas is returning to reality TV after his prison stint. And as you know, he was last in the halfway house. He came on to the show. He confirmed my tea that he had already signed on. But here is what TMZ says. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Peter Thomas is set to start filming a new reality show following his release from prison. In new court docs obtained by TMZ, Peter asked the judge presiding over his criminal case about unpaid employment taxes and said he had been approached about a new reality show about rebuilding his life since leaving prison in February. He explained he is well known from his days on Real Housewives of Atlanta and that he has a large following on social media and as a public speaker. He said he has been using his platform to inform the public of the importance of paying his taxes. As TMZ previously reported, Peter Thomas, who was married to Cynthia Bailey, was sentenced to 18 months in prison. And we know that he then was released a little bit early and he appeared in the halfway house. Now, hold on. I'm going to show you what Peter had said, a little clip of it, but it's also on my site under RHOA T. But here is a little clip of it that's on my Instagram. Here it is. Peter Thomas, I signed on. Hold on. Show with Todd.
I love Todd. That's my homie. I mean,
He said today that he's coming out with a streaming network and some other stuff.
we talk a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. You know, and what he pitched to me, I signed on for.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Really? You signed some paperwork?
I signed on for. I'm with Todd.
Okay. Who else signed up?
I don't know, but I know I signed on. It didn't make no sense without me.
I guess you're right.
It didn't make no sense without Peter Thomas, baby. I'm rocking. Yeah. You know, he knows
Ooh,
I
that's
bring the
gonna be
noise.
good. That's what the people say. See, Paige, I told y'all. Y'all remember, y'all heard it here first, honey.
I'm telling you, and
That's
Candy,
exciting news. I mean, Candy doing her one woman show and going around touring and talking about their relationship.
you know, Candy and Todd, they think alike. And to me, to be honest with you, I'm going to say this, and a lot of people probably was like, Peter, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But on some real shit, when Todd came into the picture with Candy, they turned every shit that's shit into money.
Lemonade.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole dungeon shit, they turn that into a check. Every time you say some negative shit, they turn it into a check. Turn your lemons into lemonade.
There you go. Turn your lemons into lemonade. Peter said he turned his lemons into lemonade, and he gonna be on Todd's streaming network. You know, I had heard Todd had been calling around to a bunch of the ex-husbands, and this is so crazy because I had reported on it like a few weeks before Peter had called in and he confirmed it. Here Todd is doing stuff behind the scenes. Now, if you follow me on the TikTok, shout out to TikTok because I almost got 10K over there. But if you follow me on the TikTok, I dropped some tea that I had dropped on Patreon, a few days ago, that I had heard a little birdie told me that Todd had been calling a lot of the ex-husbands. Okay, Todd made some phone calls. Okay, he didn't call Bob Whitfield. He didn't call Apollo. He didn't call Ralph. He's called Cordell. He's called Peter Thomas. I mean, he has been calling all of the former husbands. I wonder if he called Simon. And apparently, Todd got a little project that he's doing, and I guess he's trying to do it before Carlos do it. But Todd was like, since I am one, okay, Carlos can't do it without me because I am a husband. He's going to get them all together. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's going to be a reality show. It'll probably be something more like a little uncensored thing where, they all talking about their experiences and, pulling back the curtain, so to speak, where, what's true versus what's false. I want to see it. And you heard it here first. If it happens, you heard it here first, straight from the A, honey, straight from the motherfucking A. Okay, Ty is doing some stuff straight from the motherfucking A. Okay, you said how I know? Don't ask me how I know. I be knowing. Y'all act like I don't talk to nobody. I'm in Atlanta. I got boots on the ground, honey. Anyway, salute to Peter for signing on. We'll see what happens. Salute to Todd Tucker for he got a little streaming network. I think he already got some shows on there. Let me see what he got on there. I'm so nosy. He got some shows on there called. Let me see. I can't even get in. Chat. Anyway, he had some. I think he had the pass on there or something, and he might have "Don't Bring Your Man Back to Alpharetta" or whatever that show was. He got. But we will see, child. You said Todd coming to us with the BS. Well, Todd got to make a living too. Todd got a house now. He got the Peter Street location. He got about 6, 7 cars. He got $22,000 a month. He got a lump sum payment of 400 some $1,000. He got half of the membership American Express points, the rewards points on the credit cards. Ty got some money. Y'all be acting like Ty didn't get nothing in the divorce. He got half of Candy's wealth that she accumulated during the marriage. So it is what it is. Salute to Todd and Candy. Hopefully, it's cheaper to keep them, so maybe they'll get back together. I don't know. Anyway, like this video, please. Thank you. Like this video. Watch the replay. I will insert the timestamps in about 30 or 45 minutes after the video processes. Meanwhile, don't forget to hype me up, please, and thank you. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about tonight's topics. If you are a Patreon member, I will be live on Patreon tomorrow. I had planned to go today, but I didn't plan on being live for 3 hours. And yet here we are. But I will see my Patreon tomorrow afternoon. He said, "Don't Bring Your Man to the A." Gonna be a series. Oh, it might be. I didn't even see the regular one. And shout out to my mods for always holding it down. I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to my Patreons and all these people in the green, my channel sponsors. I appreciate you too, and even the new members. Okay. And look, even Anthony got on my nerves, and he gets on my nerves, but he be here all the time. So shout out to Anthony, even though he don't like what I be talking about. His show is dedicated to being in my chat when I go live. So I appreciate you, Anthony. Good night, squad. Don't bring your man to Southwest Atlanta or Bankhead Highway. All right. Go to sleep. It is late in Atlanta.
Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Good night.
Good night, squad.